we're in a live show. Just to let you guys know. What's up, baby? We're back again. You know who it is.
You need to get the rundown though. Hey, we gotta
go. We gotta go. We could do it like Joe Rogan style. Just go and just as the conversation goes, all right. We just pick up the topics.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We're back again. You know who it is. You know, usual suspects in the building. Man, we got some newcomers in the building. We got some people gonna be coming on a little bit later. You know, what is it? Was it late? Is it fashionably late? Fashionably late.
It's just Terrell. Brady got a headache, so it's just Terrell. He's fashionably late because he likes to come in, and get his Red Bulls and his little tequila. That's what being that little bottle of tequila. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's why he be. I thought it was wine. But no, that's why he secretly be fucked up. No, it's a little pouch, little Capri Sun pouch. Yeah, that's why he secretly be fucked up. You be like, how did he get that fucked up?
Oh, I didn't know you drinking tequila.
He's sipping on tequila pouches.
I did not know that. I thought it was wine all this time. He said he like wine, so I thought it was wine.
No, that'd be tequila.
He made it look. He
brings
wine.
It with him.
Yeah, he brings it with him.
A little pouch.
A little pouch. Be kicking in the corner.
I didn't want to feel long, 'cause I brought my own juice too.
No.
What's in the juice? What you got? What's your concoction?
Okay.
Oh, you see wine. See wine.
Chardonnay.
I brought my own.
She got the wine.
Chardonnay.
Yeah. So that's not enough to get you kind of. That's just to get you a little bit.
No, this is just like a mood stabilizer.
Oh, okay. A mood stabilizer.
Yeah,
I like that. This mood. They gotta see your face. Yeah, he'll pick up. We got good
Can you
mics.
hear me still?
Yeah, we got good mics.
Mood stabilizer shots.
No man, I can't drink like that no more.
That's
That's
a
it.
mood
That's the term.
stabilizer shot.
Mood stabilizer shot.
We're
gonna make that a thing.
Hey, but let's introduce our people though, man. You know, new to the show. We'll start from my left. You guys is right, my left, or the show's right, my left.
Starting over here.
Yeah, introduce yourself. Who
Hi,
you are? What
ladies
makes
and
you
gentlemen.
special?
What's up, world? It's your girl. I'm Chanel Simone. I am an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a dream chaser. I am that girl, and I'm very excited to be here.
Dream
From
chaser.
Washington, D.C., here to San Diego, California. We're in the building.
Washington,
D.C.
You born and raised in Washington?
District of Columbia. No, I wasn't born in Washington, D.C. per se. I was born in Falls Church, Virginia, raised in Alexandria, went to college at Virginia State University, moved back to D.C. The DMV is D.C., Maryland, Virginia. It's a tri-state area, which is like...
We familiar, girl. Don't act like we were familiar.
Okay. And then I lived in D.C. for a couple of years before I moved here.
I love D.C.
I've been here
too.
11 years in San Diego.
I love D.C.
Long ass time.
That's like the first place I seen like wealthy looking black folks, man. Like,
That's where I come from. I'm so used to it.
yeah, man. Like I'm talking about like.
Cause all
It's
niggas was
Chocolate
broke.
City.
Oh, for sure.
I've heard.
I mean, I've seen wealthy, but I'm talking about like people like you see in the movies. Like,
Nah.
You know what I mean?
They call it Chocolate City.
Their wealth is different than southern.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know what I
Like
mean?
more bougie.
Clean cut.
Clean cut. You know, like style, like you know the pea coats and all that.
Yeah, every
You know?
season, stylish.
Yeah.
Head to toe.
I was like, damn. I was like looking like, damn, this black woman, what the hell? Damn, is this a movie?
Put
I
that shit on the
felt
East Coast.
weird, man. Like, damn, this is a movie.
That's been a controversy for quite a while, like who started certain fashion twins, whether it's East Coast or West Coast fashion, but I have to say it's East Coast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I will say that too.
I mean,
It really did.
Yeah.
I'll say that too. Like Forrest in like like professional looking black folks, like real clean cut, like real like professional looking. That's the first time I've ever seen is DC. I mean, like I say, every once in a while you see. I'm from Georgia, so you know you do it. You do see it in Georgia, but more prevalent for sure when I was going to DC. I love DC though, but DC rough too though. That's a rough part of town for sure.
It's gotten worse over the years, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah.
you know, it's home.
Would you go back?
Yes, in a heartbeat.
I want to go back.
In a heartbeat.
I might go back.
I would. Let me tell you why I would. I would go back just to be back into the lifestyle where I am not the only black woman in the room every day at a majority of the places I go to. Like, that was a really hard thing for me to get used to.
Yeah.
I'm used to, like, you know, the opposite, where there's like one or two, maybe 5 white women in the building and like 2 white guys everywhere I go.
Yeah, California.
Here it's the complete opposite. Like, I'm one of 3 black women in every building, and that's just an odd feeling. It's eerie. It feels weird.
I got questions for you, man. I got questions for you because I'm from the South too. So I want to get your thoughts on a lot of things, but let's introduce our guest, and then we'll circle back to you for sure. Because I want to know a lot of things that I'm seeing, since I've been in California. Hey, introduce yourself though.
Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm a San Diego native. This is my first time on a podcast, so it's a little different.
Hey, you
for
look
me.
nervous.
I was. He was like, "You're nervous." I'm like, "Yeah, I am nervous."
You're doing great.
But
I'm
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it.
You're doing it.
You gonna make it, man.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Like, what makes you special? Like, all the above, man. Tell me more about yourself, so we get to know you. Just in case some guys out there trying to, trying to do their thing.
Try to woo.
Yeah, I'm a teacher. I work for the Navy.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty cool. I've been doing it for like 8 years now.
What do you teach?
Well, right now they have me in the 2-year-old class, but I'm normally in the 3 and up class.
So you teach. Also, you teach like kids.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like kids.
That's what my mom did too.
Yeah,
My mom did the same thing.
Yeah, they're.
You
Okay.
probably know my mom.
She works for the Navy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I don't know Navy, military. I don't know the Navy though.
it probably is the Navy because that's pretty much all the only like CDC that's kind of like.
Yeah, she
in
probably
San
know my
Diego.
mom. I gotta be
probably
on the
do.
best behavior. Miss
I
Henderson.
probably do.
Miss Hendo, you know what I'm saying?
Probably do.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. My mom, well, I ain't gonna talk, I can't say too much about it.
Okay.
Can't say too much. But she retired here in July. 30 years.
Okay.
30, almost 30 years. 28 years, I think.
Big retirement.
Yeah.
You gonna party?
I know what you gonna do.
She ready to go, bro.
Yeah.
She ready to go.
It's-
She says a hard job.
It is. It's exhausting mentally and physically. So to do it for 30 years, shout out to your mom.
Oh, she
'cause,
ready. She ready
yeah,
for sure.
I don't know if I could do it for 30 years.
That's crazy.
I'm looking for something different. Like
She ready.
I don't
for
think
sure.
I could. I love kids, but I think that's not my calling.
Hey, listen, I got
anymore.
two, so I understand.
Changes. You go through phases in your life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
I-
you grow out of certain things and you grow into things. So I think what's important is that you just keep doing whatever you feel passionate about.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel naturally talented at.
Yeah.
Whatever all your hobbies are. And eventually your spirit's going to find its way to the right thing.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You will.
I heard that.
2 more years of my 20s, so
Take your time. Take your time.
Listen, that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's it. You're just starting. That's
really?
just getting started.
that's not what my niece said.
You have
this
so
morning.
much time ahead of you. Like, are you shitting me?
I'm like, now I'm finding myself needing more naps and like
Oh,
It's gonna
shit.
get worse.
Yeah, this is beginning,
It's
girl.
gonna get worse.
This is beginning. Q, what's up with you, man?
Not much. Waiting on Terrell.
Oh, it's all good. We
But
got-
nothing much though. Same
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. Anything new that you guys got going on?
Let me think.
I seen something.
Ain't
Let me
it,
I seen like
No, but you
I seen
always got
Sheena
new
had
stuff
something.
going on.
ain't it some weekend? What weekend is it?
Memorial Day weekend
Memorial
is
Day weekend.
Memorial Day is Monday.
I was called at Labor Day weekend for the longest. I said they all run together at this point. But not so Memorial Day weekend. There's the Taurus Gemini party at LP Friday. Then there's breakfast and beats. Sunday morning.
Paper for this.
Yeah, I know. Sunday morning breakfast. Sunday morning brunch. And then the biggest thing is we're getting ready to do the Juneteenth block party.
Ooh, I see that.
So they talked about us doing the podcast at the block party on.
Let's do it. When Juneteenth? What's that?
It's on a Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah. So yeah.
What's that? June. So major. Yeah.
June 19th.
Yeah, let me
On
know.
a Thursday. So we're doing a block party. We're gonna have a bunch of different vendors. It's cool because we was getting vendors all the way from Los Angeles that was trying to reach out and come out here. So
Let's do it.
Like we got a bunch of vendors. We got a bunch of different chefs, a bunch of different drink people, different bars we're gonna set up. Different branches of liquor is gonna do their own bars, which I think is cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, so like we're trying to get like Don Julio to have their own little thing. We got Martell trying to do their own thing, so everybody got
Martell's
their own.
definitely going to show up.
Martell always show up for us. So shout out to Martell.
That's
But yeah, it's cool. Like performers, we got like a little fashion way where people trying to showcase their fashion. So we're gonna have a bunch of different stuff.
It's going to be a
LP.
fashion show?
I don't know. We're still working on that. So I know right now I want to do like a vendor way, where it's just like you go. I don't know how I'm gonna set it up, but like you just walk down like a area because we're blocking off the whole Louisiana street. So I'm gonna like
That's
walk down
major.
some kind of area, and it has like everybody's like
Got their own like tents. Or
their
something.
own fashion brand. So like this is like D Law, and then like maybe like Josh could do hers, and like other people do theirs. And, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their little hoodies and T-shirts and dresses and shorts and whatever. And then everybody just promote their own little
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. Not to mention, you know, we got all the food trucks and juice trucks. And
Oh, okay.
then we're also on the inside, we're going to do chef pairings.
What's that?
So the people that we sponsor, for example, Screwball is a sponsor. And it's a liquor company.
Yeah, the little round little thing.
Yeah. So
peanut butter flavored whiskey.
Peanut butter flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
So they want us to make dishes with it. So we're going to have specialty dishes from Screwball with different chefs doing different dishes with Screwball. And then I got a secret. Uncle Nearest is another one. And I got another little secret little liquor thing coming up. You know what I'm saying? So,
When are you dropping the secret?
the secret? I don't know.
If it's a secret, it's got to be a release date for the information. So like we're not just
watch and
when are
see.
you gonna?
I don't know. All I know is, I don't know. I don't know yet because that person's group is busy because that person's on a tour. That's all I know.
Okay,
Oh, that sounds like big time stuff right there. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Do you guys need taste testers? Was there
I'll sign
applications
up
online
too.
for that?
Where do I sign up?
What I was wondering
You
was.
could definitely come in and be a taste tester. Speaking of taste tests, not take up too much more time. We're gonna do. So I'm also working on a chef-driven PDR, which is a private dining room. So it's gonna be different chefs tables throughout the week, and I'm gonna get different local chefs or even like home cooks, whoever want the different experience to like make dishes, and people could come in and try them. They just pay like a fat fee, like anywhere between like $85, $100, and they get like 4 or 5 dishes, and they get drink
That's
pairings
cheap.
with those dishes.
That's cheap.
It's gonna
That's
be a
cool.
dope little experience for people that want to try different foods and different flavors from different people.
I'm a foodie, so
That's pretty dope.
100%.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
100%.
Signing
Tell
up.
me about it. I'm
Signing
gonna
up.
tell my friends, and
Yeah.
they'll
I'ma
tell
sign
their
up.
friends, and we gonna be friends.
I'm gonna sign up, man. Let's jump on some of these questions though, man.
Come on, man. I know you're gonna ask us about Cassie.
Oh, that's my first one. You already know.
Talking about that.
Hey, I was a little disappointed because I put a question on Instagram. Everybody thought I was crazy.
They thought you was crazy.
Yeah, man. I was like, what type of question?
Nobody
is
wants to
this?
touch that right now.
I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Was it a poll? What was the question? I missed
I
it.
low
Question.
key want a Cassie.
If you was married to Cassie, would you debate her? Would you divorce her yet?
I saw that come down my
I
timeline.
don't know if I could avoid it.
Nobody was like, what the fuck? I was like,
was
that's a
like,
good one.
That
What
was
was
I
your-
mean,
Nobody,
No.
everybody, nobody said anything.
because it's a sensitive topic, and then like I feel like once you open the door for that, then people are just going to create a whole
They
debate
will.
station nation. And really, this is about the real question is, if you were married to someone who was a victim of sexual abuse, would you leave them because they were sexually abused? That's it, in turn what I heard when I read that question.
So no, but
and that's crazy.
So no,
to
but
ask people that.
No, because you got to understand the context of the question. It was after the first day or second day of him being in court. So they revealed a lot of information that
She was a freak.
she's a freak.
Yeah, she was okay with what was
She was
going
okay
on.
with a
Yeah,
lot of this
she-
shit was going
She
on.
allowed it.
She allowed a lot of shit was
Yeah.
going on,
I mean, I watched the
and the
documentary.
things that she was doing. Did you hear all the shit she was doing?
But
Yeah,
But did you also hear that she said that she came to the table when the prosecutors asked her why, the defense asked her, why are you coming now? This she said is because I wanted to get all of this off of my conscience. I looked back at who I was at that time, and she said I was a monster. I allowed
right,
a
so
lot
she
of
had a
things. Like
choice.
she's
Yeah, that
like,
was-
we should both feel bad. I feel horrible for what I did to
That's
people.
not
He
right.
should too.
She's not a
Yeah.
monster.
And
So
that's what she said about how she feels about the things that she participated in and what she allowed to happen.
And
for
I
so
respect
long.
that. But
Yeah.
so to answer your question, no, I would not divorce her.
You wouldn't divorce?
No, I would not. It
I
would,
would not
but it would open my mind though to be like, man, this whole time like I was trying small shit when I could have aimed for the big shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, like this whole time I could have been aiming for like the big dog stuff, and I'm thinking like I'm doing something. I'm
You're a real
like
demon.
I could have been
Man,
doing.
what's
You're a
bigger? What's
demon.
bigger than what was happening?
No, I'm just saying, like, some people sometimes when dudes get into certain stuff, like they like, unless the conversation is had, they test the waters. And, you in your mind, you be like, dang, like, nigga, you could do more than this. But a lot of times, dudes be timid. Dudes be like, oh, am I doing
So
too much?
you're saying
You know
that
what I'm saying?
you in your mind you'd have been like, man, I could have went.
I could have
pushed it to the limit.
I could have pushed that thing to the limit.
Oh my God.
I could have pushed the red line.
If that's somebody that you married, you probably would have.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've already. Yeah, you've already.
I don't know if he did. I don't know if he did. The look on his face, her husband. The look on his face, he was just like.
She keeps having babies. I'm sure she's satisfied.
You are nasty.
Yeah.
No,
I heard
having
he was
babies
like
and doing
red
shit.
and
She was
when
doing.
Yeah, he was red.
They said he was like very
he walked
red.
out the courtroom. He in his mind, he was
But
like,
at the same
he was
time,
probably
guys-
thinking like, dang, like I could have been way more nasty with you.
Probably not though. You know what the opposite thought I think of is like, damn, she's got traumatized to wilding out. I can't do that now because she's going to
I
think I'm gonna
different.
try to
I feel
put a
different.
leash
I
on
feel
her. Like,
different.
damn, if I go there, then she's gonna start to have flashbacks and think I'm gonna invite everybody in here.
No,
you know, like
I don't know.
I can't do
I
that.
feel like she had a choice. That's just like if you're like, there's a
just trying to
lifestyle.
convey his
Like
opinion.
when you have, say, for instance, your ex-wife was in a marriage with somebody else and they were in the lifestyle, but then now she comes to you and she's like, oh, that was traumatizing. Like I did it just for him to please him, and it's like, no, you had a choice. You
Everybody
didn't have
has
to do
a
that.
past though, and you're allowed to be over something when you're
Oh, no,
over
for
something.
sure.
You can outgrow things, and you can be a whole different woman in your 30s than you were in your 20s than you were in your teens.
Yeah.
But my
for
question
And the older
is-
you grow, the more mature you get, and the more you grow out of that shit.
But my question is right now, it's like, okay, you know, of course that was before you, but you know, when you figure out information like this girl got somebody peeing down her mouth, and
Who said that?
She said it. Yeah.
No.
She said
She
it.
not that
yeah,
part.
she said it.
Yes.
She did.
Not the pee.
Yeah.
Bro.
She accepted that.
Yes,
And
that's
that-
the thing, and
that's
that's
a
my
choice.
that's the whole thing. Like, because they brought up a male prostitute, and the guy was like, Cassie taught him. He said he didn't know how to do it, and Cassie taught him how to do it. They joked about it, and it was, and Cassie taught him how to piss in
Yeah.
her mouth.
Somebody taught you
Yeah.
something too.
Okay, but
everybody
I'm
taught
saying-
somebody something.
Yeah, but
Okay,
to pee
but-
on people.
But I'm just saying, like, if you didn't know any of this information, true. If you didn't know any of this information, all this information come out of this girl being a demon, and everybody thought she was an innocent little, young, pretty little chick, but she isn't.
Yeah.
So would you look at this woman like, damn, I really don't know her? Like, would I stay with this chick?
I already answered that.
he
You
already
tell me
answered
your
that.
opinion.
What's your
I
choice?
wanna hear your
100%
opinion.
would
Oh,
not.
for sure. I think I'll
I
probably
want to
get
hear
rid
your
of her.
opinion.
I don't think you would
Now
get
tell
rid
me
of
why.
her. That's
Why?
messed
I probably
up.
would because
We're
she's
going
not-
home. We're going down. It's going down. It's going down.
Absolutely, but the thing is, I don't know who she really is. I feel like it's like I didn't.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know you anymore.
Yeah, but here's the
if
thing.
her past was that crazy,
Your
homie,
pride is
like,
hurt at that
ugh.
point. Yeah, I think your pride is hurt at that
If she's
point.
that ran through, homie, like, ooh.
Oh,
That's so rude to say. But
It's
you
the
know,
truth, though.
But it
It's
can't
the
be.
truth,
But it can't
though.
be ran
Yeah.
through because you've been married to her. So you've been having sex with her.
well, he
Bro.
met her in that
So you've been-
environment.
yeah,
he was
you've
the
been able-
personal
you've
trainer.
been
It's
able
different.
to know that she's
We
not
can't
ran
talk
through.
on the people
Yeah,
business.
you.
She's ran
Yeah.
through, bro.
I mean, if you're not
God.
really there, you can't really.
We can't
speak
talk on the people
true
business.
facts, but I guess you can have an opinion.
if my girl, if I found out my girl, somebody pissed in my girl's mouth.
Listen, I don't even like
I mean,
hearing
what's
it.
the difference
Look,
between
my
knowing
Nana
that
is
the
in the building. Hi, Nana. She said Nana is listening. My grandma is
Oh,
in
no.
here, y'all.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, but she taught him how to
Right,
do
she
it.
agrees with me.
She
Thank you.
taught him how to piss
Love
in
you,
the mouth.
Nana.
That's wild.
That's how you know
bro.
she a demon.
She's a
No, here's the
demon.
thing.
She's
This-
a demon.
I'm not letting that go.
Alex met Cassie
go.
in that circumstance.
letting it
She's
go.
a
He was her
demon,
personal
bro.
trainer,
Yeah.
so he was there in the environment that she was in. You know, he possibly had to help her stretch before and or after, so he was aware of what was going on. So
I don't know, though.
that person fell in love with that person, circumstances and all. And of course he's not going to divorce her.
All right, we gotta
He
come back
fought
to
to
this
get her
one, too.
out of that.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely
That's
gotta come
a
back to this one.
yeah, that's a sticky
Cassie's a demon,
situation.
bro.
She's
You
an
know.
experienced woman.
I love how they paint this picture. I love how they paint this picture like she's this innocent little
I don't think she's
girl who
innocent.
got ran over.
She's not
I
trying to
don't
paint
think
that.
she's
I think you guys are hanging on to that. She is keeping it real on stand.
No,
I think she has.
that
I don't think she has a choice to, but
She
You're right
wanted
about
to
that.
deal with it, and she was okay with what was happening.
but the
at
public
time.
perception of how this girl is, I have known a couple of Cassies in my life, and that girl's a demon, homie. That's the girl you don't want for sure.
Can we just pray for her?
Oh man, I ain't praying for her. That's what she wants. That girl got 30, 40 million. Pray for me. She got 30, 40 million off this.
I think it was 90 million.
I don't know,
crazy.
but she don't got to worry about nothing.
But I will say that I do feel bad for her because I seen that video and those pictures of how Diddy beat the living dog shit out of her.
It's so disrespectful.
And I was like, damn, this is just what we see. Can you imagine what really went on behind scenes? Like,
yeah, I mean,
this part was on a consistent
I watched
basis.
kind of like a documentary this weekend about what happened, and they were saying how like he would like physically beat her ass and like take her to a hotel and make her hide out for a couple of days till she healed. But then it's like for someone to do that to you and then you pop out at the Grammys with them with a smile on your face, like, I don't know.
I mean, if you've never been in an abusive relationship, you don't understand the psychology behind it, and it's different until you are, you know, it's brainwash involved, it's manipulation, it's a lot of over love, over exaggerated like forgiveness, gifts, and you know, a lot of apologizing, and it's brainwash. And I think that men and women that are both in abusive relationships are stuck in kind of a entanglement that they can't see a way out of because it becomes routine at a certain point, and that don't make it right, but it's just routine, and it's what people are used to. And I think people make excuses for themselves, like, well, this is just normal, this is how we love each other. And if that's happening in the hood, you can understand how it's happening up in Hollywood Hills where there's $5,000 bags and vacations being dropped off behind it.
For sure. I mean,
instead of crab legs.
And that's what I think it is.
Crab legs is crazy.
I don't think it's about the abuse. I think it's about the money aspect of it.
Yeah,
that's
for
what
sure
I think it is. So that's why I kind of don't feel bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Why do poor people stay in abusive relationships? It's the manipulation of the mind, no matter what the financial situation is. I think.
Love yourself.
That part.
I think some point in your life you got to kind of take some accountability.
Yeah, you do, for sure. Especially as an adult. Sure. She's a big girl. She's a grown ass woman.
That's why she's testifying and putting her business on blast.
Yeah,
well,
but
of course, she got all
you got more money.
She tried to settle it, but listen, why y'all mad about that? She tried to settle it out of court and had the whole situation. It's not her fault that the state decided to, you know, prosecute him and call her forward as a witness. She did her shit behind doors, and we good.
So I got a question for you.
It's not her fault.
If Cassie was a black woman, you know what I mean? You think the situation would be different?
I think she's a black woman.
Cassie?
Biracial girl.
Nah, Cassie.
I don't know.
I'm saying look like a black woman, black woman.
Dark skin.
Yes. Yes, I didn't know she was black at all, to tell you the truth.
Is
but
she?
I'm just saying.
She's a biracial girl.
Oh, I don't know.
So you think the situation would be different if she was a black woman?
Biracial girl.
I think they look at her as a black woman.
They look at her as a black woman?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, she could
really
be
care.
mixed.
She's a woman. She's a
She
woman.
could be biracial,
I don't see what her race has to do with what she's experienced.
A lot.
If it would be worse if she was a white woman that had gone through this with Diddy and is testifying and all this, that, and the third. Like, it would be way worse for him and all parties involved if she wasn't a shade of melanin.
I think it'd be worse because I don't think they'll have that much sympathy for her if she was black.
All right, her mom is black and Mexican, and her dad is Filipino.
There we go, Google.
But I'm saying, like, they don't look at you as a black woman, though.
He means like black women, like if you look at me and you look at her, like we're black
dark
women.
Melanin black
Dark
woman.
melanin black woman.
Yeah, dark melanin black woman. I don't think they'll have the sympathy as they have for this woman right now.
I don't think so either.
And that's why I think it'll be
Dawn
completely
Richards.
different. I think that the way she looks, she's a cute little, Spanish-looking girl. I think that they look at her like, they have a lot of sympathy by the way she looks. But I feel like if she was a black woman, I don't think people would care as much.
They wouldn't.
That's my opinion on it.
Yeah.
But hey, fellas, be real if you had a girl like that. Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
First place. Now there's a baby in the picture. You're right. They do have children. She's 2 children. And look at my nana. They got 2 children and another one on the way.
I don't mean nothing to me.
Married her and had
Said, fuck
kids
them
with
kids.
No, that don't mean nothing. I
We're
think
gonna pray for all of the parties involved. At this point, I do feel like, and this may not be received well, but I do feel like this is turning into a domestic violence case more so than what the state is actually trying to charge Diddy for, and that could be just because we're only hearing the Cassie part of the situation now. But there's like a whole RICO charge, right, stating that he's using his label to fund like the sex lifestyle?
Yeah, so on the documentary that I was watching over the weekend, a lot of people of his entourage, they were on there and they were talking about like the things that he was doing, and he would send group text messages like having his assistant, I need sex toys, he needs lube. The dude was like,
is this illegal? Does that feel like a crime to you?
No, it's not.
I didn't think so.
No.
What
Everybody got choices.
he did to Cassie is a crime. It's called domestic violence, 100%. And if he's convicted of, because she's like going, she claimed rape as well. So there could be that. That whole situation, I think, is its own entity. But I feel like the state is using that as a catalyst for this whole RICO charge that they have against him. And they really have to prove that he used the label to fund that, in a sense. Right. But he's rich, so like, is it the label or is it my money? I don't understand what's happening.
I'll tell you one thing. It sounds more like politics. It sounds like something's bigger. It's trying to take him out. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like a lot of money behind something, a machine that's trying to dismantle him. You know what I mean? Because that's what it sounds like to me more than anything. It sounds like politics more than anything, and it's bringing up a lot of shit that he's done, which we all got.
But I feel like there's a lot of rich people out there that probably have done the same thing he's doing.
He blew up Kid Cudi's car, allegedly. Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, allegedly.
Beyonce and Jay-Z, you don't think they played a big part in a lot of these things that are going on in Hollywood?
We don't know.
I am not speaking on the two of them. Ever.
We don't know. We don't know for sure. What do you think about black women in from the DMV and black women in San Diego? Do you see a difference between them?
Do I see a difference between me and them?
That's an unfair question. Of course, there's a difference.
Yes, there's a difference. I mean, I was raised in a city environment. I was raised on the East Coast. You know, there's a whole different type of energy that we have that you guys have that we don't. Like, it's just very much so different. But also I realized that because I grew up around a majority black population everywhere, that I experienced like a whole different type of upbringing than maybe you guys did, because you were equally brought up with a lot of others, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm from a predominantly black place, and my experience here, I've been categorized as a singular type of woman because I'm a black woman here in San Diego. It's like the vastness or the range and the depth that I have is hard to grasp, and it's misunderstood, and it's kind of like, I feel like the men here are trying to figure out what box to put me in, because they're used to women being in certain boxes, because you have types, and this is no offense to anyone, but there are certain black women types here, and they all kind of just hang with each other and are each other, which is why I also haven't found my tribe as far as a friend circle and black women here, because it's either super bougie, this is my opinion, super bougie, or like super hood, or super hoe. Yeah. And I'm not in either the three of these things. And
me either, and I'm
very hard. It's very hard out here. Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but I think it's just everywhere. Like, that's like if I went to the DMV, I probably would feel out of place.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You're going to be around 1 million black people, and you will find your place, and you'll find your tribe immediately. And that's what a lot of people here have never experienced yet, because they haven't been in it. It's like, to be in it, it almost makes you want to cry, because you're like, why is everybody me? Why is there so many of us? And it's just a beautiful feeling. There's very rare cities and states in the United States where it's all black. They're trying to gentrify every location. Miami, Washington, D.C., and now they're doing it to Atlanta. Atlanta just got knocked off the list of predominantly black cities this week. And
they don't consider Atlanta a black city anymore.
And it's been that way for years.
But I've been told you that, and you kept saying,
but it's actually
I didn't know that.
Now,
but it's been getting to that now. Like, if you want to talk about majority black cities, like, it's really like few in between. Because I know DC's still on the list, but as far as Yeah, not all the way, but it's still on the list because it's still upper 50s.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's New Orleans, Detroit, Jackson, Mississippi, and there was like in like Birmingham, Alabama.
And this is like these places.
Yeah, and it's like there's not really like.
I have traveled, but I don't know. Maybe
but as far as finding your place to go with what she was saying, I think like the better use of like, well, what she's trying to say is, when you go somewhere and there's just like more of us, is more chances of you fitting in to something. Then so like here where there's less, so there's less chances to fit in. So that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe because we are brought up together, like we don't see it. Like honestly, San Diego, California in general, like we really don't see color. Like there are spots in California that you might go to where it's like it's a predominantly white area, but I don't know, maybe it's because we're diverse and we see things differently. But I don't know where you're going or what spots you're going to. But
you won't. That everything that you've experienced is amazing and it's beautiful. And I actually wanted to grow up like that. Like I used to tell my mom that, because my high school is T.C. Williams in Alexandria, Virginia. It's like the only one high school built in the city, so it was integrated very early. If you've seen the movie Remember the Titans, that's about my high school and how it got integrated. And it still remained the only city in the school, so everybody's kids had to go there.
Yeah.
So I used to tell my mother, like, racism doesn't exist. That's just something that, you know, if you guys stop talking about it, then I wouldn't have to deal with it. Me and my friends don't see color like that. Like, we're very equal, and that's how I felt in high school until I got out in the real world and started to, you know, and realized that it actually does exist around me. I just grew up in a place that put everyone equally on a pedestal, which is what you're experiencing living and growing up in San Diego, and that's wonderful. But what you haven't experienced is everyone putting everybody black on a pedestal. And that is a different feeling.
That's a fact.
And when you feel that, and you step into an environment where you're now equal with everybody and no longer on that pedestal, you don't feel that comfortable, because it's like, what is happening around here? Why are there like predominantly white neighborhoods with thriving businesses? You have the Italian neighborhood, Little Italy, with thriving businesses. You have the Hillcrest, this gay neighborhood with thriving businesses. Where's the black neighborhood with thriving businesses 3, 4, 5 blocks long, all black? Where is that at? And the fact that it's not here is strange to me, because I'm used to it. I grew up with it, and it's the normal.
It's not strange.
It's not strange
because I don't see it.
Yeah, because of their population isn't that big.
Yeah, our population is different. We have more. It's predominantly like Hispanics. It's predominantly white people.
You guys have enough black people here to be predominantly black. Like,
no,
not really.
No,
we don't.
I say we have.
We really don't. Like,
it's only 3%.
You guys have to be honest right now. We really don't. Like,
real life, 3%.
We don't have a lot of black people here, and really a lot of the black people, we all know each other. Like, I can guarantee you.
I noticed that.
Yeah, if I walk into a room, I know another person, and I know somebody that they know. Like,
but to you that must feel good, because it feels like community. It is community.
It is, and we have a small, tight community, and it's
and
not.
That, to me, it feels like isolation, because I moved here and I can't get in.
Let him. Don't know.
Well, I just feel like we don't support each other though.
I know. I'm like I don't.
If you go to any other black city, there's a lot of support. Most times, when you do find a support in San Diego, is people who is not from the city that I've seen. You know,
we support each other all the time. Y'all
like
not gonna sit here and bash my city about us not supporting.
I don't think that's what we're trying to do. But
I know.
This is just our experience. I'm from Georgia. Not from here. Though,
I'm from Georgia, but I'm just saying, like, when
we show up for each other. Like, we definitely do. There's just not a lot of us
for a club or club event or something.
Yeah.
I don't even really go
like for
to
a club,
club.
like for anything that's like black culture, like I don't feel like we don't support each other.
Really?
Even business wise.
Well, you gotta know somebody. I think that black people showing up and supporting each other is based on popularity here, and it's all event based.
Yeah.
And so the black cultures are only going to link up if there's an event happening, and if there's a popular name attached to that event, will we all show up? And in us all meaning the same people over and over, because everybody knows each other. And you go where everybody knows your name. And that to me is just like, I want to be in a room full of a whole bunch of people I ain't seen 15 times.
But my problem is with the black culture here in San Diego is like, let's say if I like social networking, you know what I mean? If I want to, it's no social networking. It's no networking here. You know, it's like everybody's like gatekeeping for a lot of different things. Let's say if Q knows 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and he won't introduce me to 50 Cent because that's Q's connection. I'm not saying Q, but I'm saying is people how I feel like San Diego is. That's his connection. But you're not gonna do anything to help me, or I'm not asking for help. But I'm saying though, if
I get exactly what he's saying. I get exactly what he's saying.
And if I go to LA, it's different.
Yeah, it's way different.
Well, there's more black people in LA.
But that's what I'm saying. They don't even care. It don't matter how many.
LA people are like clicked up within the realms of what they work in. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of whom you know over what you actually can do and produce. I mean, but I think who gets you in the door fast.
I feel like that's anywhere though. Like in anything, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So,
but people in San Diego may want to be gatekeeping a bit. Like, nah,
it's not like that. It's not like that in other cities. That's why it's other cities you can get further. Like when I go home in Georgia, I can get further. I feel like I can get further because of, like how she's saying, like black people, we stick together because it's more community. You know what I mean? And it's. I don't know. I don't want to go too hard.
But I do get what you're saying. But at the same time, it's like if that's my plug, that's my plug, and then they're not going to let you eat off of their plug unless you contribute to us in that particular plug.
But that's what he's trying to say. That's because your plugs are limited. All the plugs are limited. Everybody want to hold on.
No.
On the East Coast, everybody is networked with everybody. So the plugs just explaining to everybody else.
But here it would not be like that unless it's someone like George or somebody like that.
Right.
But for the most part, if because I've seen it, if someone brings in somebody like they brought in the baby went just to Novo, whatever the little club is.
Right.
He didn't been there yet.
He wasn't able to go nowhere else because the person who brought little baby here was like, I paid to get you here. Why would I send him to you or send him to you or send him to you? I did this. So therefore I'm not gonna give you no handout.
That's what I mean.
I did it.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm willing to pay, or you know what I mean, for the plug, or if I'm a resource, I'm an asset.
But they wouldn't even care. Yeah, they wouldn't even care.
But the way I am, it's like that's why I feel like that's why I feel like that's why you in your position that you are, because you're like selfless. You're not selfish. Like Q come in and Q gonna share everything. You just gotta be legit about what you do.
Yeah.
If you're not legit what you do, you know, Q gonna give you the whole fucking world. I mean, like if you want to be if you're a chef and shit, and if you're a black chef, what do? You create resources for the whole community, and you give back to the community so we all can eat. Mm-hmm. It's not like that in San Diego.
No,
but you learned this because that's how it is in New Orleans.
Yeah,
it's like
that's the culture in New Orleans. That's the culture in Atlanta. That's the culture in Houston.
I don't know.
Well, these majority black cities, but when you come to this city, it's not like that. Because people gonna stick to their shit, and it's like if I can't make no money off you, I ain't fucking with you.
But here's the thing: it is like that. Because you have people like him that will come here and introduce these things, and everybody want to be involved. Everybody's feelings naturally wants to expand, wants to network, wants to be involved, wants to put their entities or their business out there. But I think that a lot of people just don't know how on their own, or are just waiting for someone else to open the door for them. Because there's not anything that I feel like, Chef, you haven't brought to the table that the whole community hasn't stood behind or wanted to be involved in. And the question is, why are they not doing that on their own? Why does it take someone from the outside to come in with that skill set or with that want to expand and to grow community and to put people on?
They didn't know how.
Why not though?
They didn't know how.
Why not?
I don't know why they didn't know how. And that everybody felt like they was able to do everything on their own. So nobody really wanted to come together and do stuff. That's why I made everybody come together and start all these different ventures.
Like Forrest, like I said, like when Q's probably like the biggest person in the city that I know that would bring the city together. Like Forrest,
who cares enough
to do that? You know what I'm saying? Big George is another person.
Everybody was out here
shares
like
love. But there's only a handful of people. Even like if you're willing to, like you have a legit business and you're willing to, like, okay, I pay. Let's do it. Let's do whatever we got to do. The motherfuckers gonna try to make money off you. They're gonna try to double, triple the money just to get them the back end. You know what I mean? It's nothing like we working together to get to somewhere, especially in San Diego. And this is what I'm seeing.
So you said that you believe that they do. So what instances that you've seen to make you believe like they do? Because I hear a bunch of stories
I mean, I'm not really in like the industry of even seeing that. I show up to black events. I participate. My friends do. My families do. So, and I see a lot of people, like you said, it is the same people supporting it over and over again. But I also do feel like because our population of black people is so small, that it's really hard. And I don't really know the outside of like networking when it comes to businesses because I'm not in that light. No, you guys are. So you're saying that, you know, it's kind of like crabs in a bucket, but I haven't experienced that. I've always experienced us showing up for each other.
I love that you said that. And so to take that and then something that you said to start off with was like, well, they just don't know how. What I want to ask and propose is like, well, what is the solution? Do we have an influencer like you, Chef, put together events that teaches the importance of influence and teaches exactly what networking means to people?
That's the thing.
And how to expand your portfolios based on what they are. Do you teach people that?
I can, but it depends on what you want to network for.
Yeah.
Like, for example...
But what if they don't even know what networking means? That's the point. That's the point.
So Cherie throws Black San Diego, shout out to Cherie, she throws events for people of Black San Diego to come together and do networking. She throws networking events all the time. Shout out to Cherie. And it's up to you to show up because she's not going to force you to show up. But then you get into the point of like, people feel socially awkward. People don't really know how to talk, don't know how to connect, don't know how to reach out, don't know how to do all this, whatever. The last one that I went to that they did, it was a great turnout. It was like 80 people. And there was a lot of people that hand shook and smiled in each other's faces, but when it came to like, I also in the back end heard a lot of people that was like, man, I reached out to that nigga ain't never text me back.
Man.
So you know,
you gotta follow up. The follow up is important.
Yeah,
for sure. What about like the sports and music? Nobody supports the music, but the people outside the city will support the music.
Like our music,
a lot of shit.
Our local music.
Shit I see.
Well, our music is like
that's hard.
Yeah, you got to be different because a lot of our music is more like
other cities. I feel like are not like that.
And they're not really like talking about nothing.
Well, that's not everybody, but that's the majority.
But majority
is
like
most popular.
They're talking about pimping, hoeing.
The point that he's making is
she making a good point.
Siete Gang, they'll do a show. Keek and them do a show, right?
Yeah.
Keek and
but you guys have to understand the politics behind a lot of shit that happens in San Diego, though.
People bring up politics all the time, but that doesn't stop LA, and their politics is way bigger.
They don't stop.
So the thing is, like, so they'll do a show in the IE.
It's because San Diego dudes are different. So
it is.
You know, LA's different.
But they'll sell out a show, but then they'll do the show in San Diego. And you made it a point it was to be nothing but like white folks and Mexicans.
That's who's gonna support
out there. So it is different.
I don't know.
That's who's gonna support, and no crowds.
I'm a rapper, and when I got out here, I started my like hip hop experience with a group of people that made me feel like if I wasn't in Gaslamp performing every other night and like almost every weekend, that I was never gonna peak my music here in the area. And I really don't give a shit about peaking in San Diego. Like I'm not even from here, and I was rapping before I got here, and I have connections outside of here. So what I do here is all for fun and leisure. It's great,
right?
But that's not the make-all. It's not gonna make or break my career if I'm like doing a fucking set at Phantom Lounge on Friday. Like that's just annoying me. So I fell out with a lot of people in the music industry. Shout out to Phantom. Yeah. A lot of people in the music industry kind of early because I wasn't trying to fall into that realm of this is the routine of a hip hop artist here. Like you've got to do all the open mics. You've got to I ain't got to do none of that.
Yeah,
make my music.
But Speaker Box always touch on what you touch on.
Yeah, I mean it's honestly being from San Diego and kind of like growing up and being around a lot of different groups of different people. Like you just see like it's politics. Everything is about who don't like this person, or I don't like that nigga, or I'm from this side, so I can't support that side. It's not about his music is actually dope.
Not about the music, it's about territory.
I actually fuck with what he's saying. Like it's not that. As a female, you can do it, but as a nigga, your friends better never hear you playing the other side's music because then they look at you
for the collective.
Well, here's the thing.
That's why we got a collective.
It's not, but I understand what you're saying. But the only thing that's like weird about it is It's like we just got done saying there's not enough black people here.
Yeah.
So therefore, y'all politicking with the same amount of people,
the
and your circle is that big.
Yeah.
Right. So you're politicking with a beefing with a peace-sized community. And that's not productive.
If y'all are out there listening to this, realize that you are in the matrix, and we are talking about you. Let's break free.
They're not gonna realize it. They don't care.
But you know,
got to break free.
But I want to say this though. I do find it kind of not at first. Now I do find it refreshing to be around like so many different cultures.
It is actually a good thing. It's a good thing. Like growing up here,
I'm from New Orleans.
I learned.
I can see that for you. Come from New Orleans.
I mean, because you learn different languages.
No offense.
You learn different foods. Like I cook different foods. Like I make.
What you cook, girl?
Oh, I cook, girl. I can, I can put something together.
There's more blacks here than San Francisco. What? It is?
I'm pretty sure it is. San Francisco is
That's insane. You might as well pack your stuff up and move on down here,
For
brother.
some reason, I was thinking San Francisco, Oakland, same.
No, it's just the Bay Area.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like just being from here, you kind of just get a dose of everybody, and it makes you like appreciate a lot of different cultures.
Mm-hmm. It's San Diego's dope. It's a dope city.
I just want you all to be able to identify with your culture solely. You know what bothers me, and this is going to ruffle a couple of feathers, is the fact that so many Black Americans here in San Diego confuse themselves with Mexicans. You are not.
That bothers me too.
A Mexican. You're a black man. And it bothers me that you let your Mexican friends say nigga. They can't say nigga. Stop letting them say nigga. They're Mexicans. They can't say nigga.
Yeah.
Stop saying it.
A lot of
Stop letting them say it. Stop letting the Latinas say it.
Yeah.
Where's the camera? Stop letting the Latinas say it. Stop letting the Mexicans say it. Stop letting the El Salvadorians say it. It's not. They're not black.
A lot of.
I don't care how many years you've been together in this relationship or how many children she has given birth to. She is not allowed to call you, black man, a nigga. Stop it.
My wife never called me that.
You guys are way too comfortable around here. Don't do that where I'm from. Don't do that. Don't do that on the East. Don't let her do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You've seen it.
Yeah.
You grew up with
I grew up here. Yeah, I mean,
but that's
they
the part.
That's
the point
it's Mexicans
being so equal that you lose yourself and not lose yourself, but there's a whole certain level of dignity and respect that you have to command as a black person in America, and it should not be diluted because you are predominantly around Latin Americans. You are still black, and you still have to demand your respect, and can't nobody outside of your culture call you nigga.
Majority of my friends are black, so I don't really deal with that. I don't have to.
We talk about this too on another podcast. Whatever, like, these people was raised in our culture.
Raised in it, not of it. There's a difference.
So
Stop
if you
trying to make excuses.
if you was born and raised, like, let's say in the South, you know what I'm saying? It's like, a lot of these Southern artists are, especially like the Latin artists are conforming to more the Southern values and styles, gold teeth and all that stuff like that. And they are saying the N word because they was born and raised around black people.
Just like
but they're born and raised around black people
in New York,
lives,
a lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Cubans say the N word. But are they considered not black?
And she was born and raised around all of us over in the East Coast.
So they're black, right? You would consider a Puerto Rican, Afro-Latina, Afro-Latino.
Afro-Latina still is African descent.
I do not agree.
So it's okay for them to say it.
It's still African descent. So yeah.
So as long as you're not, as long as you got some black in you,
you have Afro.
It's okay to say the N word.
Because I even say like Polynesians. I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I'm cool.
See, that's the thing. Y'all can't pick and choose who say it.
Because Tongans have African descent. Tongans are black. Tongans look like niggas. Tongans is niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, are these the
I like that word.
Are these the guys that do the haka? Are these the haka guys?
Yeah, they are.
This is the haka culture. This I love.
No.
I'm talking about Tongans.
No, the hakas are brothers.
Hakas are not
Haka, they are brothers.
Hakas is Hawaiian.
No, they brothers.
New Zealand, bro. I've been in New Zealand. They do the haka. That's the New Zealand culture. That's
the
they
Haka brothers. Put the camera on me. I gotta say something to the Haka brothers.
Oh yeah, I've been to New Zealand 5
Haka
times.
brothers.
They do that shit.
It's close. Shout out to the Haka brothers.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to look that.
I would love to learn that
for sure. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Because I'll be around a lot of Tongans. And
I would love to learn the Haka. So find me on Instagram at Chanel Simone. haka haka soon.
Yeah, I know some more Samoans that do it than Tongans.
I think it's such a beautiful art. It's a beautiful form of art. I cry every time I see them doing it at a funeral ceremony or something where they're honoring their elders. It's just so spiritual.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
shout out to the haka.
Yeah, get some water.
Haka.
Get some aqua.
I
seen you, Q.
No.
Look, they done lost their train of thought.
Hey, shout out to Q.
Yeah, man.
Talking about the haka's gonna lost our train of thought.
All right, so question.
Man. Take the power out of the word. I feel you.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that too.
Get over it. It's never gonna happen because the word is still being used to take the power out of us.
So
okay,
let me ask the question: would you guys be upset if a non-African descendant person called you the N-word? Honestly, I wouldn't care because if that's the only thing you can call me.
To you before?
It never happened.
In a malicious intent?
Yes.
What you do, girl?
Nothing. That's the only word you can call me.
That's crazy.
That's the only vocabulary word that you can choose to call me.
You know it's illegal to do that. You know that's a crime for them to do that to you, right?
I mean,
you experienced a crime.
I don't. I've been called worse.
Ain't no worse than that.
You know what's crazy though? And I'm gonna just touch on this because we gotta go to the next comments.
Don't call me.
But I'm gonna touch on this though. Because me and my auntie was just talking about this. She said a lot of Westerners and Northerners are so far removed from their roots that they don't even understand the power that they have. And a lot of the shit that you guys tolerate is things that we personally would never, ever tolerate. Example, when you walk down the street, let's just say in New Orleans, you walk down the street in New Orleans, white people will move to let you go through.
Period.
You don't have to go around anybody. Because you have that power. Because this is your city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are they scared or are they? Okay. I was gonna say which one is it? Are they scared or do they respect you? Which one is it?
A little bit of both.
Are they terrified?
But the thing
you're
here
a
is
6'2" black man.
No, I'm not saying.
That's a wonderful counter.
But the thing
we'd like to know the answer to that.
It's both.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is here they don't really fear none of y'all. And I think that's like the thing.
You gotta get out of
their way. If I was the only Q, I think I'm gonna go around too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
like the YNs be tripping out there, but hey. Anyway,
if I'm in New Orleans, I think I'm going around too, Q.
So my question is, the
videos he been sending me with the little dude with the ARs walking down the street. I think I'm going around you guys too. I'm on no problem.
Yeah, nobody does.
They do not play games.
Make it back home.
So the older you get, is sex on the first date really bad?
Yes.
Yes. So you feel like you're prejudged off of like if somebody has sex on the first day?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Grow up.
Absolutely. Grow up. Hey, absolutely.
I mean,
grow up.
Is she smashing? Like I said this a million times already.
But all right, so y'all don't understand how Courtney is. He's
old school.
He's super old school.
That shit works for me.
I'm the opposite.
It's been working for me like for all my values and the way I think's been working for me for years.
What to yes smash on the first date or not?
No.
To not. Okay,
no.
right.
But what does that mean for you as a man?
For me, and like I said, this is just me though.
No, I'm just saying, what does it mean for you as a man if you smash on the first day?
It's different.
It depends. I think life is circumstantial.
It's different.
I'm really about to go in on you right now.
No,
because it's not different.
It is different.
No, it's not. What's
100% different.
No, it's not.
It is.
Wait. So what? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused here. Are we asking this question as if there's a difference between a woman
having sex on
the first date and a man having sex on the first date?
The older you get, it doesn't matter.
That's what I thought. The older you get,
like what's the difference between a man?
It makes no difference between man and woman. I believe it makes no difference between a man and woman whether or not you decide to have sex on the first date. I think the older you get, to answer his question, makes a difference because what are you here for? Are we here to have a connection? Are we here to have sex? Are we like? At the end of the day, I think it's circumstantial. If I'm gonna give my honest opinion, depends on how the night has gone.
That's how I feel too.
You may have a connection in that moment that you feel like you've never experienced at all ever before in your life.
Yeah.
You may have that connection and still feel like I don't know enough. There's something that I don't know and not go there.
Feel like you just
you may feel like I'm superstitious, and if I do this right now, I'm gonna sabotage myself and change my way of thinking and judgment, and completely overlook a half of the shit that this bitch don't do that should be a red flag, but I'm not gonna see it because I had the pussy, and so I'm just gonna dive in.
I mean, but what's the difference between you waiting 90 days for someone?
That was gonna be my next question.
Versus like you waiting a night. Like there's no
getting to know somebody. People are
you
crazy.
You don't know nobody in 90 days.
You do?
Yes, you do.
You don't.
You
know somebody better in 90 days than you do in 3.
Preach.
Because at the end of the day,
so y'all keep waiting on 90 days.
I'm not waiting 90 days either.
Listen, people, as a woman, this what I need you to understand. Men are going to be exactly who they think you want them to be.
Let's go.
Until they're tired of doing that to get what you're not giving.
Here we go.
So don't I'm not saying hold out. But if you give a fuck about you want to be one of them bitches that want a relationship, right? And you want to give a fuck about being married or that type of shit.
Yeah.
Then allow yourself to let this person exhaust his chase.
Yep.
I mean, but you can say that because you can say that.
True.
But you could be with somebody for 10, 15. That's one man out of how many?
It's different though. It's different because
what I'm saying is, and you're right. No, you know what you were just about to say. You can be with a man
one
10, 15 years and still not know him. But guess what? You know him better than you did on the first day.
We hear you. We hear you. We hear all that. We hear all that mumbo jumbo.
Oh, whatever. At the end of the day, you don't get cool points for holding the coochie out. You don't get cool points for that.
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
What are your intentions? Everybody got their own intentions. I think
here's the thing.
It's not okay to give a man some pussy on the first day if you're trying to make this man marry you and you ain't had the conversation yet.
Here's the thing. If you don't,
you can't track nobody with pussy.
One at a time.
I got a lot of points to prove.
One at a time.
So, me and Courtney go back and forth all the time. As a man, I feel like be yourself, be genuine.
Yeah,
but they don't.
They don't. Well, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that.
Because all y'all men know a man.
I'm gonna give you that.
Know a man and know a man, and they be out here.
I'm gonna give you that.
Faking who they are.
I'm gonna give you that.
No, for sure.
I'm gonna give you that.
I would.
But
how many of you know to do that?
He was the one. He used to do it.
I used to be a dirtbag.
And he over here preaching like he wasn't a dirtbag.
I used to be a dirtbag.
See,
I used to be a dirtbag.
But here's the thing, and he said, but he said he enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
So
I did.
Therefore, with me, I feel like this is me myself personally, my own personal thoughts and opinions on this. I feel like you get more out of being you and straightforward and dead ass bluntness out of lying and all that other bullshit. You get so much more. You get to the A to B way faster.
Because when a woman wants you, when a woman wants you, listen to me. This is a gym right here. When a woman wants you, if you are honest with her up front, when she already wants you, she gonna do whatever the fuck she can just to keep that piece of you.
Bullshit.
Listen, because listen. The balance is here, baby. I'm not trying to X, Y, and Z, but I'll give you this, and this is what I have to offer. And if the hoe love you and she wants you, she's going to be like, you know what? I'll take it.
For sure, when she loves you.
Because she loves you. Because either
she gonna make the decision.
What? Not in love. I didn't say in love. I didn't say in love. I meant like.
You said love you.
Yes, I want to fuck with this nigga. I love this nigga. I want to fuck with this nigga. He just told me that he don't have nothing to offer me past beyond what I'm receiving right now, and I'm gonna still take it because I'd rather have that than nothing at all. When you hit a bitch with an ultimatum like you gonna get this or nothing, half of the time the bitch is gonna fold and give you that something.
It's not necessarily. It's two different things. She has to be. She has to.
Listen to a play.
It's a couple things. It's a couple things.
Yeah, I feel like
there's a couple things a girl. Hold on. It's a couple things.
90 days doesn't make you better than somebody.
It's a couple things that gonna make that girl gravitate towards you. Is either she wants you because you got a lot of money, or she's infatuated with your looks.
No, sometimes those factors don't exist. Listen, you must have never been. You must have never been fucking in the struggle. Was you fucking in the struggle?
Was you giving up, bro?
You wasn't fucking in the struggle because everything that you talking about.
You talking to me?
Thank you. Everything that you talking about.
Talking to me.
No, everything that you talking about exists beyond whether a person has money or not. If you ain't never had a bitch sprung in the struggle. What the fuck is you talking about? It had nothing to do with money. It had everything to do with
what?
Time, space, mind manipulation, comfort.
I disagree.
And just, you know,
it's about the first thing
and shit.
The first thing that girl's gonna look at. The first thing that girl's gonna look at the way you look. If she's infatuated with it, if she likes the way you look, if she likes the way you look,
men do that
most of the time, bro, it's over already.
Who's gonna mess with somebody that you're not attracted to?
You got it already.
You can't mess with somebody that you're not attracted to.
Don't admit that. That you ain't had no bitches because you ain't had no money.
No, hey, people know my credentials on the streets. I already know. I had nothing to prove to nobody.
You just said you wasn't macking bitches because you had no money.
See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know my credentials, and you just.
So you saying that if you broke?
But that's what I'm saying. On multiple podcasts, I have said all the times when I've been broke. They say don't date when you broke. I say date when you broke. I say I've been.
So how are you gonna say that it's about money X, Y, and Z? If you've been there broke, you've been there broke.
Go ahead and talk.
If you've been there broke, how are you gonna sit here and say that half of the time it's about money? Don't walk and contradict yourself.
I said it's about looks. Then it says about something like it's money, then looks. I said
you did not. You said money.
I said money and looks. I said first she's gonna be attracted by the way you look. Did I not say that?
You did say that.
Thank you. Then I said most of the other time it's about what you got. That's most time when girls. Number one, then I said that if most of the time if a girl finds you attractive, it's already over. 90% of the time when I pulled a girl, it was because I knew. Even my other homeboys can pull any bitches in this room. He's like a fucking Terrell or something. Girls go to him. I didn't have that type of motherfucker. To me, I didn't have that. I wasn't like that. A lot of girls didn't gravitate towards me. You know what I mean? I had to go spit game. And I'm telling you, most of the time when I pulled a girl, it was because she liked the way I look, and that's when I pulled her.
Maybe I'm different because
revert that back to
especially on the first night.
Okay.
On the first night, that bitch don't know me to do anything else. She don't know me. The bitch don't know me to be doing anything else. She has to be infatuated by a look for her to be smashing me on the first night.
I respect the fact that you do not want to smash on the first night. I think that's a respectable thing for any man.
I didn't say I didn't want to smash on the first night.
You said that you don't agree with it. Like
I don't, because I'm not gonna respect you after I smash you on the first night.
But you want somebody to respect you after smash on the first night.
I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to. I don't give a fuck because I got other 5 bitches on the side at the time.
Why should she give a fuck then?
But I'm trying to tell you, if you let me smash on the first night, I don't give a fuck because I'm not gonna respect you.
You're the one that's not respectable. I feel like you're letting someone smash on the first night. If you look what he just said. He said, if you let me smash on the first night, I'm not gonna respect you because you let me smash. Meaning you let this unrespectable man get up in there, and now I can't fuck with you because you done allowed the likes of me in that twat.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm not looking for anything anyways. If you let me, because that's the thing.
But what you're saying is that your standard. You're saying that you are not. You are telling a woman that she is not of quality.
No, I'm telling you.
Her decision to let you smash may be based on how much she fuck with you and how much she thinks that you are amazing. And if you're saying, girl, if you decide to let me smash,
you just talk without letting anybody talk.
You ain't shit. That means you ain't shit.
No, that's what I'm saying.
If you let me smash, you that nigga.
That's it. That's what we've been saying.
But I'm saying
we all been saying that.
I'm saying this. This is what I'm saying. Can I talk now? This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that if I'm talking to you and you let me smash, let's say that you probably have potential for me to date you from this on. If you let me smash, in my head I'm saying that. In my head I'm thinking that you can let all the other motherfuckers smash.
No, you compare yourself to everybody.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. I don't want a girl who's easily accessible to other people.
But why do you think that you're an easily accessible man? Why don't you think that you're the prize and the fact that she was able to let you smash? No, but if she was able to get you to smash, then she's that nigga.
Nigga, because I'm pinning the game. You're not coming to me.
No,
because you're not coming to me. I'm coming to you.
It's hard to get me to smash, right?
Everybody.
And if you are able to get me to smash, you that nigga for the night. Because how did you get that to happen?
I am, but how?
Right, but why can't a bitch be that bitch? Because she got you to smash with your popping ass.
Because from my experiences, the type of girls, my experience, those type of girls are promiscuous girls, and those girls are fucking everybody else.
I don't agree with what he's saying.
He ain't got no standards.
I'm telling you from my experiences. From my experiences in life. From my experiences in life, those type of girls so easy to smash on the first night. They usually are the ones that's gonna be fucking everybody. Those are the ones you consider whores.
We're talking about the type of women that he goes for, and we can't judge him based on the type of women that he goes for.
don't think that.
Those are his
I think that's
types.
kind of like very biased to say that if you have sex with somebody on the first day that you're a whore. Because
I didn't say that.
You did say that.
I said
if
my
you sleep with
experiences.
him,
You literally
then
did
in my
they a whore.
experiences.
If they sleep with him, they a whore.
I said once again, those type of girls that I experienced in my past, from my experiences, the ones that was I slept on the first night, those are motherfuckers that slept with my friends also on the next
Why
night.
are you choosing those type of bitches?
No, that's
Why is
not
that
fair.
your
Once
Because
again.
Those are the women that slept with my
Once
friends.
again, that's
I
once
had
again.
sex with my
This man said the
ex-husband
women
on
I
the first
choose to sleep
night,
with on the
and
first
I got
night are the ones
married.
that slept with my friends.
I'm not telling you every
and no
girl.
one-
I'm not saying every
What?
girl. I'm telling you as a collective.
I think
from my
that-
experiences as a 43-year-old man, from my experiences, from me seeing other people and other people's experiences, from me seeing
So you're saying
those are the
every
type of
girl
girls
you
who was
fuck
really
on the
promiscuous, who will fuck on the first night or really sexual active. They're gonna be fucking your friends and they're gonna be fucking all the other people around you. Those are the type of people, and those are my
God.
experiences.
Brother man,
That's what it is.
brother man.
Maybe you probably won't,
Brother,
but I'm saying from my
brother
experiences
man.
in life, that's what I've been seeing.
Brother.
So that's why I formulate my opinion on it
Bro.
from my experiences.
Brother man. Bro,
I don't know though.
I want you to want more for yourself and want better for yourself.
Nigga,
I
I've been
want
married
you,
for 17
I
years,
want
baby
you
girl.
to
I've been
go
married for
after
17 years.
bitches
I think
I've
that
been married for
won't do
17
that.
years. I've been married for
I was
17
married
years.
and I
Well,
had
then,
sex
okay,
on the
great.
first
I'm glad
night,
you
years.
got
and
there
I
because
still
if that's the case, then you
got
can't
married,
speak
so
on
that
what the
doesn't-
fuck
I can
is
speak
going
on
on.
everything because I've been married for
define who
17
you are.
years.
You can't talk about
I've been
what's
married for
going on here in the
17
pond.
years. I've been married for 17
I'm
years.
glad you were off the market because we don't need this type of mentality floating around in
I know
our
you
mind.
don't. I know you don't.
No,
But
we
are you
don't.
single? Are you still single?
I 100% am because you want to know why?
Because you want to,
I'm a
right?
hot
Because you want to,
commodity.
right? Because you want to,
I mean,
right?
okay, I feel like now you're kinda
No,
like-
I don't want to be single. I would prefer to be in a few relationships.
I bet you do.
But
I bet you do. I bet you do.
am choosing
I bet you do.
to narrow
I don't
I bet you
think
do.
my, narrow it down because
Being
nobody,
single
half
has
the chicks not
nothing
as
to do
intelligent
with
as me.
having
I
sex.
just can't.
I
I'm
bet
a
you
genius. First
I
of
bet
all, let's
you
go
do.
there. I'm smart as hell. I
bet
can't
you do.
handle conversations
Y'all
on certain
are-
levels, and
it's
so that
heated
narrows
right
down
now.
my pickings.
I bet
my
you do.
pickings are
So
slim.
can I go
This
to
is
the
not
next
about
one?
Okay,
me.
yes, please.
I
Not
bet
about
you
me.
do.
Next.
I bet you do.
Next. We're not. We're
bet you.
I am
done.
You
honest.
just proved my point.
I am
Because it
honest.
kind of like goes
You just
to
proved
the
my
next thing. I
point.
said, all right. So can bad sex in a relationship?
Yes.
No, wait. Can bad sex ruin a relationship?
Yes.
I feel like it can.
If so, then isn't it best to find out earlier than to wait later?
I mean, honestly, sex to me, I feel like you kind of, if somebody's doing something and you don't like it, if you're willing to be with that person, you can teach somebody something. You can learn people's bodies. I don't really feel like it's more so of like, oh, like this is trash. Like I feel like you can teach somebody your body and tell them what you do and what you don't like.
Yeah, but you can't. You can't tell your body to tell his body to make it bigger.
Oh.
So
size. So you saying size size counts to you?
yeah. It does.
I mean,
I was dating a guy, and when
I
we be
don't
honest with you, I
know.
dated a man, and I had to consult with my friends about like how to ask him to come to the sex store with me,
Mm-hmm.
to then get him like into the section of the sex store that sold penis pumps, to then like having the conversation
I'm
with
not
him
doing
about
all of that.
purchasing the penis pump and using it to make it bigger. I never got that far, but this was a good
He wouldn't
discussion.
go to the store with you?
No, I never asked him. This was a discussion I had with my homegirls because it was that I love this man, right? And I was like, I didn't know. I waited, and I didn't know that like it was
So you
that
waited.
small. It
Should've
was
waited.
so freaking small. It would always slide out. I'm sorry for the descriptions, but it would always slide out. So it was so hard to like
Grandma,
have
we're
a
sorry.
moment. I think she told me she was off at one
Yeah, she
at
logged
1 a.m.
off.
East Coast time. She's out of here. But that was a problem for me. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because
should've
like I love
waited.
this guy, and if I break up with
yeah,
him,
that's why
I
you
can't
do
have
it on
that be the reason that I
first,
break
the
up.
first night, so you can get him over there. See you later, baby.
Gotta go.
You get
Gotta
those spots or no love here.
Gotta fly.
Bye. If you would have
do your
knew
thing.
sooner, you wouldn't have fell in love.
Yep. Now you fell in love.
Now you fell in love, and look what happened. Now you got to take him to the
penis
sex
pump
store
store.
and buy pumps and shit.
We are
pretty
not
wild,
together at this point anymore. It did not end up working out.
Wild.
It didn't end up working out naturally, not because of the sex. So I was able to get out of that relationship on a whole different term than having to admit the fact that I did not enjoy the sex, because I probably would have never admitted that.
Was the mouth good?
I probably yes. So I probably would have stayed.
I don't care. I hate that question when people ask you if the mouth is good. I'm not a lesbian. I don't thrive off of head. That's not something. I feel like that is such a weird question to ask someone.
Because there's some girls that do get off.
I think that's so weird.
Clitoral sensitivity.
I mean, that's not the problem. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
in a guy and a girl relationship.
Yeah, like I don't want just head. Like that's not what I'm here for.
No.
I have, but it's not like that's not.
I get what you saying.
I wouldn't care if it was great.
I just had my first eater
I wouldn't care if my
flip flew
behind my head. Like it's just a no for me.
Like, well, if the head is good, then
no.
Just like there's some guys that feel like that. Man, head's good.
Men take head way more serious than women do. Like it's not a make or break. Like I don't give a fuck. I will break up with your eating ass. But men will be like, I can't let her go.
Because
dog.
You cut it loose?
Yeah.
I remember my best eater more than my best pussy.
See, that's what she said. She said that. She said men take head different.
Fucking right. She said she right.
Yeah.
You remember your best eater.
Yeah.
That best eater. Once that best eater go, that hurt. No, you go.
Your heart is hurt.
Oh man,
crying.
She gonna do this. I miss her.
Yeah.
I miss her.
That's kind of true though. It's kind of true.
I know it's true.
Have you guys? Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you open to the sex toy that gives you head? Have you guys seen it?
I ain't never seen that.
So it's like a fleshlight, right? But it's like a mouth.
But is that where it stops right here? It's just the nose?
No,
and the mouth
it's the whole. No, it's the whole mouth. Wait, is it? There's no nose. It's the whole mouth. And like you put the whole. It's got lips on it. You put your penis inside it, and it like does a thing. And I've seen bubbles come out of it.
I don't see the point. Like, I don't see the point. Why
are you okay with sex toys, men?
It depends. It depends what.
No, because they don't want to lose their spot.
Something like that. I don't think I'll be interested in that.
They don't want the sex toy to be better.
So what would you be interested in? Like the sex doll?
Like a vibrator or something like that, a stimulator.
What's the vibrator do? Oh, the ring.
Yeah,
no,
something like that to get it going.
He's saying like using it together, not alone.
Not alone. No. That's the whole point of it. No. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, I'm like,
no.
Wait, hold up. He's not saying it like that. He's saying it together.
No, not at all. I don't know. I just feel like there's enough. I feel like there's easy enough to get a girl to do anything you really want to do, and just start fucking with toys. I feel. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I feel. I don't know. I just feel like you're gonna get a girl. Like easy to get a girl, or most time you have like a stable of girls that you talk to. You know, like
stable.
By the time.
Are we animals now? Okay. He said a stable.
That's what it's called.
A stable.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
He said a stable. I'm done.
All right. I like a girls. A lot of girls.
I'm done with it.
So let me ask you this, since she went to the bathroom. Financial stability, is that the biggest value in a man?
Not to me. I mean, of course, as a man, you're supposed to be able to take care of your household, just like you want your woman to take care of it as well in her own ways. But not like, you don't got to be rich, but you can, yeah. I mean, I'm not looking for the richest man, but I do want somebody that I know can be a man and take care of. Yeah.
So if something like goes awry, fucks up, well, at least I know if I can't do it, he got it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I feel like as a man, you should feel like that about your woman too. Like she should be able to have your back just like you got hers.
Financially wise?
No, I mean, financially wise, yes. I don't agree with that. I'm not a 50-50 girl. That's just not me. I've never been that. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised that a woman is supposed to be paying half of bills with a man. Like, I get it. It's very expensive nowadays and 2 incomes are better than 1, but I'm not going 50-50 with a man that expects me to cook dinner, suck, fuck when he feels like it, take care of his kids.
So he has to pay for everything?
His kids. No, I'm okay with doing small things like grocery shopping.
What'd you pay for in a relationship?
I've been in relationships where I've paid for like grocery shopping or like a bill or household essentials, like things like that. But I'm not paying rent if I live with a man. Not gonna happen for me. I'm sorry. That's just me though. That's me personally. Yeah. I'm not putting no money on no mortgage. Like, a man likes to be the head of the household, but how can you be a head of a household if a woman's helping you pay?
I want to be so enveloped in like no responsibility that I like want my husband to let me pay for whatever he'll like allow me. Like, just let me pay for something, please.
But you know what's crazy? I feel like that conversation comes up a lot in our culture.
Want that to happen.
I don't feel like Mexican men, they don't talk about that. They already know what it is. White men, they don't talk about that. They already know what it is.
That's true.
You know, Middle Eastern men, their women don't pay for nothing. They don't even touch a bill.
That's true.
We should have started with African men.
Yeah, it's only our culture of African Americans, I guess you could say, where it's like a man is looking, what do you bring to the table?
That's a fact.
A lot of white men, they already have the table. They just need a woman to complete it.
Yeah, because it was passed down to them.
You could say that too, but there's a lot of black men out here that are well off and they still have that conversation where it's like, what are you gonna do for me?
What do you think ruined it? What do you think ruined it? Like culturally, if you think about black American men in the sense of our generations, right? Mm-hmm. Which generation started to get it wrong, and where do you think it went wrong, and who ruined it?
Well, let me start by saying this. When I first moved out here, it was black men that told me to not talk to black women out here.
That's crazy. God, see?
Yeah.
So it was the black men who told me that most of y'all were hoes.
You see
most of y'all only want to live off of men and all.
No, I mean I see that. No, I definitely see that. But I pay my own bills. I don't need a man to help me do nothing.
Right.
So,
but at the same time, like a lot of that wasn't necessarily true. So
it's not.
So I'm saying, but I said that to say that there's some kind of divide here
between black men and black women.
Yeah,
it's because black men that are from San Diego.
Is it the local black men that have said this to
black
you?
men
they were local
that are from San Diego. They expect a woman to pay their half. Are
they all pimps?
They want to be pimps, and if they're not pimps, they want to act like one or feel like they can, take what a woman contributes to them. A black man in San Diego is going to ask you, well, what can you do for me?
There's no boys and girls club here. Are there boys and girls clubs here?
What do you mean? Like boys and girls club?
The community boys and girls club.
Oh yeah, we have those.
With the counselors. Who are the elders in the neighborhood?
Thing about
why the fuck aren't they teaching?
Being from California, a lot of California men want women to take care of them.
That's culturally though.
What? Yeah. How did you grow up like this? How did they grow up like this? Who did that to them?
This is the home of It's All on the Bitch.
Yeah, literally. Thank you. You see, it's all on the bitch. It's all on the bitch. What can a bitch do for me?
This is the home.
Literally, it's all on a bitch. Everything is about a bitch. Like
that's not okay.
Yeah, no, and that's
a culture. I can see it though, because it's a cultural thing though.
That's why San Diego men are haters towards Navy people, because they come from southern places and they take care of their women.
Nah, I disagree with that.
They're introducing.
So now you got
to how you're supposed to be treated.
They do.
I disagree with that.
You disagree
with
what?
That's her experience as a black woman, native San Diegan here.
Let's let him talk. Okay. What do you disagree with?
I'm just saying, I can't have no experiences here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying me as a black woman in San Diego.
I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm just saying that I have a different experience.
What is your experience?
But you have southern roots, though.
Right, and
you have southern roots.
Like her experience
as a black woman. So
as a black woman and a San Diegan native.
Yeah,
your experience as a black man from Atlanta will never.
But you have.
I've been here for a long time.
Yeah, but you have black roots. You have different parents than they did. They don't.
So repeat the question. Repeat the statement.
What I said was, a lot of black men from San Diego dislike Navy guys. They talk shit about them, and it's because they come out here with the southern hospitality for women and treat women how they're supposed to be treated, and take all of the good ones away, and they're left with the hoes and the prostitutes and the bitches that don't. Yeah,
right. And you can't really speak on that because you're not a San Diego man to know what that feels like.
Somebody taught you something different.
Treat women right and take them off your roster.
You don't know my credentials, man. You just be talking. You just be talking. You a talker. You don't be knowing. You know
I
what
have
I'm saying?
a microphone.
I love the opinion. I love the opinion though, man. I love the opinion.
But she wasn't talking about anything related to you though, outside of southern men coming here and being southern hospitable and treating women the way they're supposed to be treated. Now, if you want to co-sign and be like, you're right, I came here and treated bitches how they supposed to be treated, then I understand. But what is your disagreement with that?
I don't think the guys here, Navy guys, treat the girls good.
She said Southern men came here and treated women with Southern hospitality.
No, she said Navy.
She said military, she thinks San Diego native men Men that are natives to San Diego and have a problem with the Navy guys who came here from Southern descent and treated women with Southern hospitality, and therefore took them bitches and swept them off their feet and got them out of the whole streets.
And I disagree with that. And I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Why though?
Because
how? What whole street you was on?
What whole street was I on?
How did you know that didn't happen, sir?
I mean, no. I think what he's saying is like he's saying that military guys are not.
So you saying that I don't? So I've been over in San Diego for over 20-some years, and I'm trying to tell me I don't see the culture in San Diego.
Where did you see what she said didn't happen?
What
he was saying he doesn't think that
I don't think that a lot of the natives in San Diego are mad at the military guys because they're taking the girls out of San Diego are coming with Southern values. I don't think that.
So why do you
I don't think that because a lot of the guys in San Diego, especially the military guys, are not wiping these bitches up like that. They come down here. You talk too much. That's the thing. You let people talk. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of them guys are coming out here in the club and fucking off. They're not trying to marry these bitches and leaving them and taking them and
I mean a lot of
guys
in the Navy that get stationed here marry people.
They are married and married ASAP.
But I'm saying though, from my experiences, I don't see a lot of the locals are mad at that's the opinion on the locals.
As a man, I don't think you guys are sitting around talking about.
And
I'm mad at the Navy niggas.
He can't have no opinion on it because he's not sitting around.
Let's call a
paying attention to it.
Call Brady.
He's not in the mix of the Navy men and the local women, so he don't got no opinion on that. And he not hanging out on the whole streets, so he don't know what's happening down there. You're not.
Are you hanging on the whole streets?
I'm not, and you're not.
How you got an opinion if you hanging on the whole streets?
I didn't say I had an opinion.
How you gonna tell me my opinion?
I didn't say I had an opinion.
If you ain't hanging on the whole streets.
I said I don't disagree with hers, and you said you disagree.
I disagree with her.
I had an opinion. I did not. I was just a listener.
I disagree with her.
I'm a valuable listener.
And you don't hang on the whole streets, then my opinion is not valid because I disagree with her.
You have an opinion.
Your opinion is
so that means you outside on the whole streets. Yes or no?
Are you on the whole streets?
I ain't got no opinion.
But how you can't have an opinion?
Because I'm not on the whole streets.
Man, you don't even make sense, man. Stop.
Yes, I am.
Stop, I'm gonna call Brady right now. Let's call Brady.
Go ahead and call a friend.
I'm gonna call Brady.
He's using a lifeline, ladies and gentlemen. The lifeline has been used.
Let's call a lifeline. Brady, please answer.
Where did he grow up, though? What area did he grow up in?
San Diego.
Yeah.
No native San Diego man is going to admit that they hating on Navy guys.
Yeah, they're not going to say that.
Say, hey,
we don't call somebody
Navy niggas.
We call
they're going to say
it's
no.
Okay. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I just made a comment about how I feel like the guys in San Diego feel about Navy guys, and
all right, well, why he calling my next question?
When a man wants to avenge a man, you can't step in.
I want to know.
Let him avenge his brother.
No, I want to know.
They might have the same.
This shit. This is crazy to me.
This is not new.
This is crazy.
Please, we can phone in.
Speaker box.
Let him avenge the niggas.
Bro, we on the podcast right now, and I heard the most egregious shit I ever heard in a long ass time. So I need to know.
One of them niggas,
I need to know your opinion on this. So we have a young lady on the podcast. We're live right now on the show. Young lady said that a lot of the local San Diego men are jealous of the military.
I didn't say they were jealous.
You tell them then. You tell them what you said.
Look at the passion.
Don't get aggressive with me.
You tell what you said. This shit sounds crazy.
Don't be mad at me because I said it.
Act like I'm fucking crazy. So tell them what you said.
What I said was a lot of San Diego guys dislike Navy men because they come out here and they fuck with the girls and they show them how they're supposed to be treated in Southern hospitality.
No, don't let her stop. You gotta hear the whole sentence if you gonna judge. Otherwise, click up.
How crazy is this shit?
Right there.
That's
no, ain't no stop. He can't give an opinion. He ain't let her finish. We good.
Hold on. Let him talk. He's on the phone.
He didn't let her talk. Let him talk.
You could talk.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we knew you were going to say that. It's
I don't even want to hear the crust in his voice.
What they do is they fuck up the game by tricking on y'all.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Did I not say that?
Why is it tricking though? Why is it tricking?
Does it sound like an echo in here?
I know San Diego niggas that are tricks too.
Hold on. Let him talk. Let him finish.
The fuck?
Girl, your point is proven.
Come out here. They trick on y'all. And they leave an impression in your head that is the way that the game goes.
Yes, being respectful, spending money, being a gentleman, taking me outside.
Y'all stay here and y'all for the San Diego
because y'all want to be poor on the beach.
When it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's not tricking if you like somebody and you want to take them out.
You gotta treat this hoe poor. You gotta pull up poor.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
Thank you. we want to encourage San Diego men to pull up poor, and we ain't having that shit.
They do all the time. They pull up poor.
And you know what? If that's what you into, if you into being tricked on,
period. It's not tricking if you got it.
You're always.
San Diego niggas are the only ones that think it's tricking. You guys are just broke with no money.
Bro, this is.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. You're not the only person from San Diego.
Doesn't sound like this.
Nobody got set up on niggas out here being piss poor.
It's not about tricking. Is
very similar things.
What is tricking? Tricking is paying for pussy, right?
Thank you very much, man.
No, it's not.
Man, all right.
It's
tricking is tricking is paying for pussy, right?
Drake said, "Show me a good time."
You know what?
I told you.
Tricks are people who fuck prostitutes.
I tried to tell you.
Right.
No, that's
We're
not
talking
true.
about real relationships and real connections with men and women in courtship. You guys are talking about tricking and pimps and hoes, and that's the problem. You're attaching that mentality to the reality of a real relationship and fundamentals and foundations, and that's where you fuck up at, because you're not gonna have no foundation based off tricking and pimping and hoeing, and then that's just all y'all know, and that's the unfortunate side of it. You get bitches that meet niggas that come down here from the Navy, from different parts of life, that teach you what it's like to actually court a woman, to date a woman, to be the masculine while you are able to relax and you're feminine, and it bothers you. Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, I feel like tricking is very it's a
problem.
It's a very harsh word to say, because somebody treats somebody nice and if you had a daughter, you would want her to just let a man it's tricking. If he takes you out and treats you nice, it's considered tricking.
I didn't say that.
Right. But that's what his valid point was, that he said.
Yeah.
That they trick on us and make us believe that that's how it goes. Just because somebody takes me out on a nice date because they like me and I'm pretty and they want to hang out with me and they want to treat me nice, that doesn't make it tricky.
So San Diego men don't do that to you?
I've had a few, but not a lot. Like I said, a lot of San Diego niggas think about it's all on a bitch. Tear it off. I want to see what's in your bank account. Can your money match what I got going on? Can you pay me? And that's not what it's about. So, I agree with her.
Well, I don't do that either.
Shout out to San Diego, man, but y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what y'all be doing, and that's why we don't fuck with y'all. Because of that.
Shout out to them, because it do make it easier for us out of town.
See, so shout out to y'all. Okay,
it's a difference of cultures for sure.
It is, but that's
right.
all I was
to take
saying.
it back to the initial question, the answer is yes.
There's a difference in the cultures. A lot of the girls here don't really understand. What's it when a guy comes to this city and comes with a different culture who wants to impose on that? A lot of girls does not really understand the culture, and they're not gonna really appreciate what a guy like that.
Yeah, because that's because their mama wasn't shit, their grandma wasn't shit. Nobody ever taught them nothing. Nobody taught them how to be a woman. You're talking about somebody who the mama was a hoe, their grandma was a hoe. So that's different. But there are real women in San Diego. You just have to find them. We're gyms, we are, but not all of us are like that.
I ain't saying all of them, but I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get it, because I understand. I'm from here, so that ties
back into the whole.
It's a lot of us that are out here like that.
As being somebody that was a transplant here, is that men literally group black women into categories. That goes back to what we were saying in the beginning. Either you're a hoe, or it's this or that, and it's very unfortunate that the mentality here aren't able to see black women for the individuals that they are.
It's because black women out here, they do things to please a man. For instance, nobody really taught you how to self-love and care about yourself. So the first dude that gets you, now he wants to pimp on you, ask you if you ever stripped, if you ever hoed, trying to get you into that lifestyle. I've had guys ask me, have you ever stripped? No. Crazy. Have you ever hoed? No. I don't have to do that.
I think both sides out here are selfish.
Well, I was about to say, I don't think it is.
I think there's a lot of selfishness between both sides, but that goes back to the disconnect between the males and the females out here. But my next question, before I get to my last question, is what's your biggest crash out moments?
Right now.
Right now.
Get on my damn nerves.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Wait, say it again.
Biggest crash out?
Yeah, what's your biggest crash out moment?
I would say
Of all time or just recently?
Like,
Unless I need this narrowed down.
I mean, I've had a couple of crash out moments, but I would say I was in a sticky situation with my ex-husband, and we were on base, and he was cheating with another girl, and we ended up getting domestically in a situation in a bowling alley.
Oh my God. I'm glad you're okay.
Oh well, it's fine. It wasn't that serious.
Should be praying for them.
Yeah, and that stopped me from doing a lot of things. So don't crash out because it's not worth it. Somebody else's choices doesn't. You can't say they made me do it. You gotta take accountability for the actions that you did, and I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that crashing out all the time doesn't necessarily, need to happen. Sometimes God takes care of people for you.
Yeah.
There we go.
Big time.
That's a fact, but that takes maturity though too, man.
Once you have things taken away from you because of crash outs and because of the
really
things
learn.
that you have allowed somebody to have control over, you just kind of got to figure it out.
Yeah, it takes time and maturity.
It does
to get to that point.
But
Me to my late 30s.
no, I had to learn super early.
When you're younger,
Like,
you're gonna have those mistakes.
Should have.
yeah.
Crash out. Crash out queen.
Crash. Yeah, you're the crash out. Hashtag crash out queen.
My biggest crash outs. I really don't have details for you guys. I
can got details.
can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it. Oh Lord.
But twice I resulted to.
I know a few of them.
One time it was alleged that I approached okay. I got into an altercation with this guy, and
You was fighting the guy?
it got really bad. No, we
Holy
weren't
shit.
physically fighting at first, but it got physical at some point, and then the situation ended, and then I allegedly returned to the location of the crime and approached this person's balcony, which had a laundry facility on it, like his washer and dryer, and threw a match into the dryer with the clothes in it,
Holy shit.
and allegedly almost burnt down the whole first floor of this apartment building. But then there was like a call for arson or whatnot, and like fire people came, and they were like, "Man, we need you to stay right here." And I was like, "I need a fucking lighter. You're stressing me out. I need a lighter." Like, I just begged for a lighter or whatnot, and they were like, this one guy gave me, he was like, she has nothing to do with it.
Bro, please come sit down. We need you.
This is on purpose. I'm glad this is
We need
happening
you.
because it's going to cut the story short, because I'm
Oh,
getting into
Terrell.
details that you shouldn't be hearing.
Terrell.
Come on.
Oh my God. This nigga here?
Wait,
Don't even sit there. Don't even sit there. Go sit over here. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want nothing to happen.
Can I finish what I was saying?
I'm sorry.
My biggest crash out twice allegedly was burning somebody's house down twice, allegedly.
Twice?
Allegedly.
I don't fuck with people's property.
It didn't burn down.
because it's
It didn't
happened to
burn
me,
down
and
fully.
I'm not okay
the
with
first
that.
one, it was just like a whole wall siding, and the second one was like a patio. The fire department came for it.
Same
We reached
guy?
The rest of the building, two different people.
That's a true
I used to be a
crash
pyro.
out.
Now I ain't gonna hold you. I was a pyro. Hi,
Those are some big crash
That-
I
outs.
was a pyro. I was a
that's
pyro. in my
I was
younger
gonna say
days.
the one where it's like, I'm gonna tell your wife. I'm gonna tell your wife.
I don't even know. I don't recall that.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh my God. You guys are a hot mess.
I don't recall any of that.
Oh shit.
And if that happened, that wasn't a crash out.
I don't want to hear nothing
Compared
from you
to
for the
what
rest
I've
of the show.
actually crashed out and done.
Yeah.
I never did. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you remember?
Man.
I don't want to bring up too much information, but
You know, when COVID was around, things were kind of hazy. Everyone had something in the air.
Are we not taking accountability?
Oh,
COVID
no.
was a wild time. COVID was wild times, my boy.
I remember you
Wild
were
times,
Terrell,
my
I'm glad
boy.
you're here. Hey, welcome to the show, Terrell. Hey.
Hey.
The man in an NSD.
You know, they've been talking about you for quite a while now.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
He
sure
turned
they
you
are
into
so
a-
very
what's that,
happy that
bird?
you're here.
Hey, Hey, I was trying to explain the situation.
He was like, there was a lot of Terrells around, like a Terrell type. It's talking about a type of man.
So now you're a type of man now, supposedly.
I was explaining the situation.
You know, he was like a Terrell.
And the situation I was explaining. So I would like to go back to one in particular situation. I had to call a lifeline.
He did. Oh, we don't have to go back to that. Go back to that. We're gonna keep this quick. You can reiterate it to him.
I don't think we should even touch it again. I think that it is.
I want his opinion on a couple things.
We will get his opinion because he's a little late. So we have to ask him all of the things.
Oh, all right.
Round one.
Well, you go first.
Round one.
Which one you want to talk? Want to do
Cassie? No, go to the Navy thing. Since
so Navy.
The Cassie thing. That's done. Hang it up.
No.
The gorgeous young lady here, San Diego native. She said that. Can you reiterate this question since you said it? Because I don't want to say it the wrong way.
It for him. So what I said was,
I got your back, girl.
A lot of San Diego guys dislike Navy guys because they come out here and they basically take a lot of the girls and show them something different, and they don't like that. And so he phoned in a friend,
speaker box, and
the friend kind of to me validated what I said, because his first response was, no, they show you guys how to trick, and y'all think that that's the way that life is supposed to be. And it's like, no, you guys just don't think that it's okay to
treat a woman to
spend money on a woman.
She said, I feel like she said that a lot of the locals don't like the Navy guys because they come to here and they take the girls and show them how a woman show them how a woman should be treated.
Yeah, and they don't like
a lot of the guys here hate on the girls.
They don't like that.
He wants support that San Diego native men don't hate on Navy guys.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a
are you a
hate thing?
Because that's, first of all, let's get that out there, because this has a lot to do with what we're talking about.
I think that
you don't have to say that on ear. That's incriminating.
No.
Just whisper it to me.
No.
I think that it's maybe depending on the type of guy you are in San Diego. I'll say that. I won't make it a whole thing. I'll make it a certain group of people.
We talk about the pimps.
I'll change it, because I hear a lot of guys.
When you said hating on, I don't think it's
not really hating on them, but it's always a lot of like. Because
that's probably the word.
I feel like it's a lot of like when he said, "Oh, they trick on you guys, and then that's how you guys think that it's supposed to go." And it's like, why does somebody have to trick on me because he took me to a restaurant?
It's just
like,
called courting.
Why is that a trick situation? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
I mean, taking you out, that's not tricking.
Right, but most guys from San Diego think that that's tricking.
Most of them poor.
No.
I ain't never heard that.
Most of them poor.
But you guys are from you guys are older though. I know, but you guys are older. Yeah. Like, you guys are, and maybe, no, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like
I
you
heard
guys.
A woman say that.
You guys are.
What's
that taking a girl out to eat is tricking.
What?
I heard a woman
from
here say that. She was on podcast too.
But see, that's why because you know who brainwashed her?
You're poor, honey.
A San Diego native man.
I said it.
Oh no, that's.
I mean, she's from Skyline, so it might be.
Damn.
I'm just saying. It's okay for a man to spend money on you if he likes you, and it's okay for you as a woman to do something nice for a man if you like him. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's not tricking if you got it. It's tricking if you don't got it, because that's why you want to make it seem like it's tricking. It's not tricking.
If you don't got it, I don't think it's tricking.
Yeah,
it is, because that's why he wants. That's what he wants to
make
make
gifts
it
and
say.
shit. Then that's when it's like tricking. Yeah, buying you shit and.
So
why is that tricking?
I'm buying you something to get pussy. That's tricking, right?
Yeah.
Right. So my problem is with this whole situation is
it's not tricking.
But as definition, that's the definition.
That's the definition of it.
Tricking is.
He said buying you something.
Tricking is when you splurge on a person for their companionship. Tricking is when you pay for partnership. Okay,
Yeah,
there's a certain level of comfort and
y'all making
experience
this,
that you want
that's
from
what
this
you're saying.
woman.
Yeah.
No, listen,
No,
on a
I'm
real
not.
level, because I feel like a lot of niggas don't understand what this means on a real level. Like you see it in music videos and whatnot and on the
We're
internet.
not talking
and
about
you
business,
think-
bro. We're talking about real life
What
pimps.
I'm talking about is trick. No,
when
pimps,
they say tricking, when you trick,
pimps are mad at men that trick, and I'm just trying to break down to you what the tricking that they see in their mind is. What that is a certain person that is paying for a percentage of partnership with a woman.
that's not tricking. That's partnership.
I understand that, but I'm saying from a pimp's perspective, what they are saying tricking is when they see a regular man who is contributing to his relationship to better the partnership between himself and his woman. Right. They view it as tricking, but it's really not. It's like
tricking.
So
is
if you want to,
when you go trick that, he's a trick. Go talk to him. He gonna
do
some money,
whatever, and you really don't even have to give him no pussy.
Exactly.
He's paying for companionship. What I just said. He's paying for partnership. He's paying for companionship. This man is going to give a certain level of whatever it is that you need and almost never say no, so as long as you are providing the companionship that he desires. Because certain people will trick on you just to be around them.
But
don't want no sex from you, don't want shit from you. That don't make you a hoe. That makes him a trick.
A pimp ain't
no pimp mad at that man.
Nah, at all.
They are mad that man is doing this for the woman that they want to hoe on. The bitch that they want to be their hoe is now receiving a certain level of companionship. This is what she's saying, is receiving a certain level of attention from men that are tricking on them. And so these pimps are mad at these Navy niggas who are doing this, that, and the third, and treating the women right, because it's like, damn, you showing these bitches that they don't have to work for this shit.
That's not what
they call them tricks. They say that Navy niggas are the main ones that pay for pussy, like literally.
They do.
I don't know because I don't sell it, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, you can see most of the prostitutions outside of the Navy bases.
I'll be down there.
But courting is not tricking. So let's go down the line of courting. Courting isn't tricking.
No.
So
and that's why she said it ain't tricking if you got it.
It's not.
That's yes. Yes, we all agree. We're all in agreement here.
Courting is not about how much money you have. It's the intentions of what you're doing.
Being a gentleman and courting a woman as your lady is all about intentions and being the provider.
Yeah, but I could court you and not have as much as the next man.
You do not need as much as the next man to court a woman. It's all about the safety net that you provide for her, though.
If you got it or if you don't.
That's why I say it's a whole different levels. That's why I say you wasn't fucking when you broke. Talking about bitches always want money, like you wasn't fucking when you broke and had a bitch from when you was broke. It ain't never been all about money. It's always been about companionship.
You talk too much, man. I
get your ass. No, because you be contradicting yourself, and I'm here for it.
Every time he comes here, I like her. I like her.
He was saying that. Yeah. At first, bring up why you like. You were so understanding. And so like cordial at first. Now y'all.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why her. When she starts, she be on point. But then she start talking too much. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I'm on point.
Nigga, you like this talking to talk now.
It's contradicting what he got to say.
You should keep it short and sweet. Because in the beginning, you be on point. I mean, you be like, okay, all right, nigga. They be like, oh, nigga, no.
You just don't like when that opinion turned towards you.
The whole night's been like that.
It's been like that when we've been in agreement. Yes or no, posse?
No, I disagree with you.
When I'm in agreement with
y'all been arguing all night.
I agree with you but most of the shit, like I say, 90% of the shit you saying in the beginning, I agree with you. But you just keep talking and I feel like
I got vast opinions.
Because even right now, you talk too much.
I have various opinions.
No, honey, listen. Because what you're saying is completely
factual.
No, see, that's what. Here I go right now. You talk too much. You talk too much. Stop.
We talk about me.
See, you talk. You got to stop. You got to stop.
I'm never gonna stop talking about me.
So what you're saying is pretty much the same thing he was saying, but I feel like you just trying to reword it to get in an argument in or something. But
no, that's how I know you're not following us.
It's pretty much what he was saying.
You're not following us.
It was the same. You guys saying the same thing, but different contexts.
Exactly. We concluded that we went to the same thing. The problem that you had just now is when I said that you had a difference of opinion.
No, I don't care.
Spoke on you. And that's what it was. She taught too much because my opinion differs than yours.
Honey, listen, honey.
No, honey.
In
no, baby,
my world,
no, honey, baby, don't, honey, baby, me.
Honey.
No, honey, baby.
My world is set already. My world is set.
Next question.
And what does? But why are you asking these questions? Then why are you asking these questions? If your world is set, let us have a conversation. You keep your opinions to your set life.
I have a microphone. Let's like you said. I have a microphone. I have a microphone. Like you said.
And so do I.
You're talking too much.
On the microphone that I was given.
Cut it.
All right, we're going to the next one.
Thank you.
So Terrell, if you was how do you word the question? If you was Cassie's husband,
yes.
Would you
Exactly,
divorce?
but let him do it.
Break up, or would you be like, would you stay with her?
If you was married to Cassie right now, would you divorce her? After all this information just came out.
To me, I'd say I'd be kind of more excited.
You say you'd be more excited?
Yeah.
I'd be shamed, bro. Like, that's shame to the family. That's shame to the kids. That's
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of shame, bro.
It's a lot, but I wouldn't stop fucking with her.
So okay, well, here's all right, but they're married, so it's like, all right, well, how much of this have we discussed? Like, especially if I think I know everything,
right?
And now you go in that courtroom and now you like, I don't know you
taught a man.
Didn't I just say this?
How to piss in her mouth? How you teach a man how to piss in the mouth?
That's crazy.
In my mind, I'm like, bro, like you can have so much fun with her. I don't know how much fun he had with her now. But if he didn't, because
he had that kind of fun.
Some men be timid. Some men be like, oh, I never knew I could take it to that level with you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I know.
I get what you're saying.
But it's also like, but if everybody know, nigga, that's shameful.
Everybody knows.
That's shameful.
That's what I said, bro.
And if you finding out, like, if you had already knew about it, all right, that's one thing. I'd already, whatever, then process this. But I'm finding out when the rest of the world finding out.
Absolutely not.
That right there is like, nah.
Gotta go, baby.
Bro, that's shame. Yeah.
I pray for you.
You let it go?
You're saying that now, but it's like if you're in that situation.
One fun ass night?
No, because same thing. I pretty much said what he said earlier. I said if I didn't know all this shit and all this shit just came out, I don't know who the fuck she is. Like, that's just
but you one night you wouldn't be like, man, I know I can do whatever.
Nah, because that's the old lady.
You can't tell me nothing. You can't say no.
Nah.
Okay, but then at that point that starts becoming like you let that nigga do it. What do you say? You let that nigga Terry Bone.
You let that nigga Terry Bone. I know I look better than that nigga.
You let that nigga Terry Bone. Like, come on, no.
Hey.
But the thing, like Old said, homie, he didn't know how to piss in the girl's mouth, and she taught him. Oh, nigga, you got
now. I'm like, hey,
that's crazy.
I want six bitches, a midget.
He's a porn star. He was a porn star.
Yeah,
he was a porn star.
Yeah,
her husband or the guy?
The guy that she.
Okay.
But now you can have a list. I need a midget. I need 6 females. I need this. I need that. You can have a list for him. Be like, okay, go get all this shit together because now I know you about whatever the fuck. It's about to be.
But then when you do it like that, that's not cool.
Hey. Q, you nasty.
Hey, she kissing your kids, all that, bro. Yeah, you start looking at everything different.
Yeah,
bro.
Normal moms do that. I know normal moms do that. Exactly, but normal moms.
But it's different now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then they was like, oh boy, they want to repeat it, man. Oh boy, nutted on it. You got to take it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That right there.
So old boy had to nut it on her. Then she take the Diddy, and Diddy go wipe the shit on his chest.
Wipe the nut.
The nut on his
his
nipples.
own chest,
on his nipples and chest.
So wait,
you like a nigga that nasty?
He was living vicariously through her. He wanted people to come on her so that she could go run and come on him.
So she took it off and rubbed it on him.
Yeah, and rubbed it on his nipples.
On his little piece.
Yeah, bro,
in particular.
Nigga, that's fucking no.
That's a little wild. I think that.
I like you. You're a real animal.
Hey, because when you said the shitted part, it kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait, he rubbed the shit on his chest. I'm like, wait, you talking about the nut or the actual shit?
All that shit.
They said they're doing this shit for days, bro. They're like having freak offs for days.
Yeah.
4 days.
4 days.
She wanted to do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So.
What are the other questions on the list that we have to run by him?
One more
that
thing.
We missed because Cassie shit is nasty.
So if you could, so since we made you a verb, we're gonna make Cassie a verb. So if you had a Cassie, would you if you knew before time, would you actually deal with a woman like that or nah? Even if it was DL, just on the low.
Nah, for me, nah.
No?
I agree with you.
Yeah, that's yes.
What about you, Q?
Yeah.
A little too much for me.
Would you deal with her? A girl like that?
We already asked him this.
I love this nigga. Okay.
Hey,
This is a real animal.
that's that.
Hey, you a real animal. I like that.
Sounds crazy.
I like that.
Sounds crazy. Hey,
You guys are sick.
Oh shit!
Sick.
I love it.
you did what?
Oh
Anyway,
Hey, you a real animal, Q.
all right. So
I love it.
my two more questions. One, what is your favorite white TV show or movie?
White TV show.
Niggas did not ask me that.
Yep, but sure did. You can say Friends. Go
You
ahead.
didn't ask me that. Did you ask me that?
No, this is a new question.
This is a new question.
It's a new question.
I thought- are we finished catching him
Yeah,
up?
yeah. Here we done.
Oh, okay.
All right. So favorite.
Come back to not me first.
All right, not you first. You gotta think about it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna say something like The Office or something.
No.
TV show or movie?
Both.
Whites
Anyone.
with the whites.
Movie, I would have to say Hangover.
Hangover.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3.
I like all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
a
all
good one.
pretty. Yeah,
Was that like how your birthday went?
yeah. No, how they went in when they were in Vegas and he woke up, his tooth was gone. Yeah, that was me the next day. No, I'm just joking, but it was wild. It was fun.
Ooh.
Is it movies or series or like both? Because she said a movie.
Movies or series?
Well, he
Either
said
one.
both,
TV show or
whichever.
movies? Either
What's
one.
your series? You said a movie first.
Honestly, I don't. White, I don't really. I couldn't tell you because I don't watch white
Okay,
shows.
I'm
like
ready.
that. I'm into like black movies, but yeah,
My
I'm like,
favorite Watts movie of all time would be Grease, #1. Did you guys see Grease?
Do you think it's
Came
white
out in the
though?
late 60s, 70s.
I like Grease, but I feel like that's like a
Okay,
everybody
and then-
watches. I know everybody watches that
Series?
movie though. That's the
Yeah, well, you
classic.
asked. Grease, #1.
Yeah.
And then television series, I would have to
Buffy the
say
Vampire Slayer?
no. Thank you very much. I'd have to say Spartacus
I don't even know
from
what that
Stars, the
is.
Stars Network.
Spartacus was hella good.
That was amazing. I watched all of these things. All of them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
#1.
I guess the whitest
it would
show
probably
I've
have to
ever
be
watched.
probably Dexter.
#2. Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Game of Thrones is dope as fuck too.
And
though.
that was #3.
I like The Witcher. The Witcher.
The Witcher?
Yeah.
The Witcher's,
I just
the Witcher's
started
good.
that.
The Witcher's
That
good.
one was
Yeah.
cool. I like
Game of
that
Thrones for
one.
sure. I haven't seen
It's
The
a
Witcher.
good one. It's good.
Yeah.
That one-
Did you watch Spartacus?
No, I didn't.
Please.
I gotta watch that one.
From
Spartacus
the
dope.
beginning.
Spartacus dope. Except
Yeah, watch
for the man stuff, the man on man stuff that they do, because you know the Romans used to do.
Oh, yeah.
That part is like all that. You be like, nigga, come on now.
But it ties into the storylines of the characters of the characters.
But it's good though.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, in a movie.
Movie and show, yeah.
Oh, movie. Damn, favorite white movie.
of all time.
Cause there's some good white movies, man.
If you think it, they will come.
Yeah. All right. I'll circle back. Circle back. I don't want to take too much time.
What about you guys?
Since you guys put on Game of Thrones, that's the only movie
Yeah.
series I actually watched. Like,
You didn't watch Breaking Bad?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you're right. Breaking
I'm like,
Bad.
come on now.
Breaking Bad.
Let's-
You're
let's
right.
get deep in your story.
Animal Kingdom, Breaking Bad.
I haven't
Never
seen
saw
Animal
Animal
Kingdom.
Kingdom.
I haven't seen that
What's the
one.
one with the bicycle? Anarchy, Sons of Anarchy. Right there.
I haven't
Never
seen
saw
that
that. I
one.
couldn't
Yeah,
get
see, I
into that.
never got
I haven't seen that
into.
one.
Yeah, like the
I
ones
seen
that you just
Breaking Bad.
named.
Breaking Bad is good.
I haven't- I didn't get catch those.
Oh, what
I
about
was
the zombie
addicted
one?
to
The
it.
zombie one.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
I
Walking
couldn't
Dead. That's
get
probably
into
one I
that so
seen
much
that.
either.
Walking Dead.
But Breaking Bad, I wanted to get
other
back.
ones-
Every day I wanted to get back to this episode because I started Breaking Bad when they were already like however many seasons. The seasons were done. So you know when you start a series and you've got like 6 seasons to get through, you're on that shit like every day. I would come home and be wanting to tap into what the fuck's happening over there in their life is so much as it felt like it was existing at the same time as mine.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
feel
good
you.
series for you.
Okay. For me,
No, I don't.
it'll have to be TV show. I watch a lot of movies, but shows. Supernatural.
I haven't seen that
I
one.
love
Supernatural.
Yeah,
what was that
I
about?
didn't
To
either.
remind me.
It's about the two brothers that fight demons, but they have like
It be on TNT
Was it?
because it be coming on in the gym.
English accent? Did they have an English
Yeah.
British accent?
one character did. One character did, not the brother. I couldn't get it.
I haven't seen that.
Anyway, but I did like Animal Kingdom, so that's another one.
I haven't seen that one either.
The only reason why I kind of was into it is because it took place in San Diego, so I was just like looking at different.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So I never got to get into it because I remember one time, and it was like because it come on TNT. Mm-hmm. So one night after basketball, Chuck and them show went off, it started the show, and I was like, "Wait, what is this?" And I was like, it looked cool, but I never watched it. Yeah. And they were showing titties. It was
it was a dope
animal titties.
And no, people titties.
People titties.
Yeah, and it was on TNT. And I was like, wait a minute,
it was a good show.
The game just went off. Titties.
Movies.
There's black titties.
No, that was white.
No,
titties.
it was all white. It's a white show.
Yeah,
it was a white
but
show.
It was titties on TNT. Come on now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I just asking.
Oh man, it was a white show. They even had one little episode. He was
like naked and afraid.
He was like, oh man, we got to go to South County, and it was like, oh man, I hate going down there. And then they went down there, and it was like the urban episode. Urban episode. But they still only had like 5 black people and 30 Mexicans, but still it was funny. But anyway,
Never seen that. What's it called?
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about like this family of brothers and they sell drugs and shit. But yeah, it's cool.
I gotta check this out.
My movies.
Definitely gonna Google it.
Man, I like Little Shop of Horrors, but I don't necessarily. Every time I say that, they be like,
who?
Little Shop of Horrors.
I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Like,
you never seen Little Shop of Horrors?
No. Write it down. Get a pen and paper.
Little Shopper of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors. You have to
Little
get
Shop
this in
of
your
Horrors.
Little
rapport.
Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of
But
Horrors.
I like that to go with your grease. I used to like Crybaby.
Crybaby was fire.
I used to like Crybaby.
That's how you know we old. You telling our age.
Yeah, I know.
You know what? Probably The Boys or Teen Wolf. Them was my.
The Boys was good.
The
Yeah.
Boys was
Teen Wolf.
fire.
Yeah,
Teen Wolf was
growing
okay.
up, those
It
are the
was
ones I.
teeny boppy.
But no.
Teen Wolf was teeny boppy, but it
Are
was
you talking
cool
about
because
the
it's the
original
first
Teen
time you
Wolf?
saw somebody.
Yeah.
Michael J.
Yeah,
Fox.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox. That's the
yeah.
first time you saw somebody like transform.
Damn.
So it was
Talking
kind
about
of
all these white shows. I
Outside
have
of
no
Michael
idea
J.
what y'all talking about.
You're like, whoa.
No.
You gotta get into something.
Can I ask you guys a question about reality television?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you feel about baddies?
I never watched it.
I don't watch it.
Never watched the episode.
No
That's
one
why I
here
don't
is
watch it
watching
today.
baddies.
Wait.
No.
Baddie Shot O'Clock with Natalie Nunn.
I've heard of
This
it. My
television
sisters
show is
watch
taking
it,
over
but
reality
I
TV
don't.
right now. So on the
I don't
Zeus
watch it.
Network.
Baddies.
So
Mel
let me ask you this
You're really
question.
about to Google it.
But hey, let me ask you
I
this
heard about it, I
question.
haven't
But let
seen
me
it.
ask you this question. When Baddies first came out, right? First came out.
Okay.
This is their second run, but they had an original run,
This is
didn't they?
the 7th season.
Right.
We're on season 6 now. Well, season 5 just wrapped. We're on season 6 now.
So the original, but didn't they have like 2 seasons? They took a break and came back.
So Natalie Nunn tried
Natalie
to
Nunn
go
wasn't-
to the Zeus Network and revamp her Bad Girls Club show. You know, she was on the Bad Girls
That's
Club.
what I'm thinking. Bad Girls
She was on
Club.
Bad Girls
yeah.
Club.
I think Bad
That
Girls
was on
Club.
like
All right.
a television network.
VH1 or
She
something.
used to be on
revamped
Oxygen.
that.
What does
She
it be on?
revamped that on
Oxygen.
Zeus Network.
Oxygen?
And
Okay.
so here's what it was. The first season was a bunch of bad girls from the actual Bad Girls Club in her own TV show because she had some like issues behind the scenes with WeTV and like the contracts and all that, so she had to do it on her own. So she got bad girls that were from the past seasons put together in one house to have their own show. That didn't work out because it was just kind of a bunch of personal mess going on that no one was able to follow. And the same happened for the second season and the third season. And then she decided to reach out to have baddies as social media influencers. She reached out and had Krishan Malone, who was at the time just dating Blueface. She had Ann Moore, who was the girl who was going viral for being able to put a whole Moet bottle down her throat. Like, shit was crazy. So she got a bunch of viral girls, put them together in one house, and had a reality show based on the fundamentals of their day-to-day.
Okay, so we're gonna stop you there.
Boom.
All right. So it went through 3 different transformations to get to where it is now.
Yes,
but
probably 4.
So Bad Girls Club, was Natalie Nunn on the original?
She was on a season of
the
the
only
Bad
one
Girls
I remember
Club.
is that girl from Long Beach because she was cute, the tall girl, and she
Jay
said,
Lamina?
"She said I'm from LA. I'll fade every one of you bitches." And she backed herself against the door,
So you
and
watched
she was
Baddies.
just knocking outside. She was giving
So you watch Baddies. That was Miss Jayla Minna. Shout out to Jayla.
She jumped over the sofa. She just about to jump over the sofa. Clock. Another girl. Clock. I was like, dog, she really beating all these hoes up. And then they did the reunion, and she had all her little LA homegirls was in the stands, and then the girl tried to fight her, and all these hoes started running down.
That could have been J-Lo or that could have been Megan. Both whom have had successful careers for themselves since the taping of Bad Girls Club. But Baddies right now is on air. It's on tour. They're going all over the United States. They're in Africa right now, and it's a bunch of young women whom are problematic, whom fight each other very often.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch it.
That's crazy.
It's a bunch of
and they're outside getting paid to travel
and act like animals.
And it is like the most highest rated show that happens on Sunday night.
They actually have restaurants that is banning all zoo shows. Because like there's certain restaurants that they won't allow the Zeus Network to come in and record.
In Washington D.C., the park so I was a club promoter back in D.C. before I moved here, and I promoted for the Park nightclub, which is on 14th Street, Northwest Washington D.C. This club is very high class.
Wait, didn't they ban them too?
They showed up one night, and the owner came to the front door and told them that they couldn't come in.
I remember that.
And she was like, Natalie Nunn threw a fit. She was like, "We got money to send her." He says, "I don't care about your money." His name is Mark Barnes.
Yeah.
He's the owner.
Because there was a few spots. There was a spot in Atlanta that did the same thing.
Yeah, no, I don't care about your money. I don't want your type of people
here.
in here. So boom, and she tried to go online and make it viral and thought that she was going to affect the business of the club. It didn't happen, but
yeah, I had a couple people in here doing reality TV shows, fighting and shit. I was like, nah, you can't bring that shit in here. That's crazy.
Speaking of reality shows, Terrell, you seen the San Diego Pop the Balloon show?
I just seen their BTS.
They got a balloon pop show.
Yeah. All I seen was
why you didn't go on it? That's that ghost.
The fuck is oh, okay. I think of this. Probably my light.
Somebody balloon got
Check
popped.
The light.
We're gonna see a little gremlin crash in.
Technical difficulties. Everybody stand by.
But why would it fall?
It's the spirit of a balloon popper.
Balloon popping. So why do you want to be on this balloon pop?
You said why do I want to?
Why didn't you not?
Why did I not?
Yeah, because I know that he had reached out to you.
Yeah, man, that's too much life stuff going on. Yeah, that's not my place.
No.
Yeah, I didn't.
So we got a balloon.
I think I seen dude today too when we was on our walk.
Yeah.
Are they really trying to put people together for love, or is this just for television aesthetics?
Is it going to be on TV?
No, it's going to be on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like on
for love or for television.
We all do it for love. We all do it for
I don't know what they're doing it for.
I think, yeah.
I think y'all playing, trying to go viral.
No, it's for real.
Not buzz.
It just dropped, yeah. I don't even think the episode is out.
The balloon poppineers whose balloons got popped and did not pop is linking up afterwards and going on a date. Who's funding that?
The date?
They really dating each other.
I don't know because the little clip that I seen, it didn't work out so good.
It didn't make it outside the studio?
No,
I haven't seen the clip either.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, the dude was like to attest to this whole conversation.
I didn't see it
because the dude said, "Yeah, it was something about he didn't want to pay for the date," and he was like, "Yeah, well, if you pay for the date, it's cool."
Oh God,
this is a San Diegan man. This is so sad. To take it back to what we were talking about.
Like,
here goes another
she was
example.
Like, absolutely not, and then it was just like,
absolutely not.
The men are here so sassy.
But they look like
the
they
men
would have
in
been a
this
cool
sassy
couple.
apocalypse.
We know a couple girls.
Well, it has to be.
We know a couple girls.
It has to be a nation thing because it's not that people say that shit all over the internet and all that, and it's not just
San Diegan men.
No. But we talking about where it's really happening culturally because if you count up the numbers in San Diego, we represent a very small percentage of the culture. So if everybody's talking about that, saying men is sassy and all that, it's not just here; it's everywhere.
It ain't where I come from.
Well, you can.
Not in Washington
No, there is a
D.C.
lot of sassiness.
The sassy men
in D.C.
Apocalypse is not happening in Chocolate City. It's not.
There's no sassy in D.C.
There's no.
Stop.
there are sassy men in DC, but they're gay and openly gay.
I feel that.
Okay, so I'm talking about straight heterosexual men not being sassy.
Well, sassy is about definition also, because a lot of women don't really know the definition of sassy. They just throw it out there.
What's your definition of sassy?
Attitude. Sassiness is a man that is so quick to have an attitude over grace, over masculinity, over. Baby girl, let me tell you why I know what I'm talking about, and I got this. Just listen. Shh. I got you, baby.
Yeah, but you don't.
You're not a good listener. No. You don't. I didn't even sit here wrong. Yeah. You already know.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I just told you how to get me to shut up. It's a lot of like... It's a lot of masculinity. It's a lot of you. You're not giving the masculinity that mine's is bigger.
No, you ain't bigger.
So
it ain't bigger.
As I was saying, I just told you how to embrace the masculine energy. I'm a city girl from Washington D.C.
You don't embrace it though.
I'm not
you don't
very
embrace it.
but yes, I do. And I court very masculine men. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a lady. I'm a lady of a gentleman for sure. Very much so.
I feel like
the men that I date in my life are very intelligent, very masculine, very much so dominant.
I feel like you're not.
And that's cool. And it's because I identify the surroundings that I'm in, and so I'm not being the submissive woman that you expect me to be in certain relationships because you're not giving me the space to present that.
So you saying you don't respect me and my masculinity? That's what you're trying to say?
I feel like I don't need to be feminine and submissive around you.
This is very masculine right now. This is very masculine, and I'm not used to a woman.
Your conversation calls for a masculine woman based on the opinions that you have.
That's the thing. I don't allow women to be over-masculate me, though.
I'm not trying to over-masculate you, but you want to compete with me.
Oh, never.
You want to compete with me and combat everything I say to test my masculinity when it's not necessary. What I stated before I started this sentiment was how a man gets me to shut the fuck up, and that's by baby.
I don't have to.
I got this. Listen,
because you keep talking, I just won't listen. I'm just trying to help you out.
I'll take care of you.
Tell you to be quiet.
That is a masculine sense that will shut me the fuck up. But you with your overbearing, I'm right. That's never gonna happen with a woman like me, especially somebody. I'm from the East Coast. I went to Virginia State University. I was on a debate team. You're not going to fuck with me when it comes to having a healthy conversation where opinions differ.
You're right.
But if you was my man...
But guess what?
And I felt that you were able to take care of these things. I would let you have the floor.
Hold on.
But you're not having it because you're not taking it.
Next episode, I'm gonna get Big Girl and her.
Take it.
Her and Oprah.
No, her and Oprah.
Oh man, I won't come.
That would be wild.
I won't come.
That would be wild.
I won't come.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god. Oh, I won't come.
Bro, that would be so entertaining. I would bring popcorn.
You're not taking
I would bring snacks.
Because the camera only gonna be on one that side the whole time.
Forget it.
That would be wild.
He be getting lost in the conversation when I participate because I be calling him on his shit, and that's just what it is. I can seek the ending of any communication we have and get to that resolution. You want to bounce in circles and try to boo boo bow bow bow, and I'm here with the bada bing bada boom.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It is.
All right. Well, that's it. It's 2 hours.
But I do fuck with you though.
Thanks.
I do fuck with you.
Thank you. I fuck with you too. I fuck with this whole show. This has been a blast and a beauty.
It's definitely been fun.
I love, because I told you guys I was on a debate team in college, so I love when I get to have this healthy banter where no one takes it personal and no one's getting upset and like wanting to like, get aggressive.
Girl, I'm gonna go home and sleep real good. Don't trip.
It's been great.
I won't even think about this
even with
tomorrow.
the latecomers. We're glad to have you
Thank you.
on this show.
Yeah.
On this episode.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. You good? It's up to you. You good?
Oh, I have one more question.
Yeah,
but,
do that.
We already at 2 hours. So,
do you think?
But since Terrell just showed up, I might as well.
Do you think? You decided to let the camera on you? Because I expect you to talk.
Yeah. Huh? What?
All right. So, what do you feel? I want you to answer this, but I want you to answer this of what you would not how what you would do, but what you would expect the opposite sex to do. Mm-hmm. Shooting your shot. How do y'all feel y'all want the opposite sex to shoot their shot towards you?
I mean,
ideally,
that's kind of because there's different ways that you can do it nowadays.
Yeah,
like there's like
just throw one.
Social media. There's, I mean, I mean, it's cool if somebody's just like, hey, how you doing? Like trying to get to know you, basically.
What about it be easier? What was a guy shot at you and you like the way he shot the shot at you? If that's be easier.
Even if it's in person or social media.
I think it's just dudes just walk up to you and be like, what's up? Like, how you doing? My name is so and so. Like, nice to meet you.
That's the best way.
I mean, I don't expect fireworks and I don't understand. That's kind of like a mute. Even if I seen her out and I wanted to be cool with her and be friends, I'm gonna walk up to her. Hey, girl, how you doing? Like, what would you expect?
I mean, I feel like it's different ways that God come up to you and approach you.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't want nobody aggressive. You don't want no one being an asshole. You just kind of want somebody to be.
I don't think that's a high shooting percentage. I'm trying to be Steph Curry around here, right? So we're trying to do something with a high shooting percentage, which for you, your personal, that's cool. All around, like Chanel, what would be best for you?
I don't.
Just because every woman has a different opinion. You know?
I want to hear it because I'm like, I don't understand. What more would you want?
So I'm used to most men being intimidated by me and or assuming a character of me before they get to know me and shortcutting themselves from approaching me. So what I really admire is someone that is able to actually approach me and introduce themselves, ask me about myself, and introduce their interest in why they're talking to me in the first place. Because whether it's like, I think you're extremely beautiful and you know, I'm actually in a relationship, but I just kind of want to know who you are. Or I think you're extremely beautiful and I'd like to get to know you more within this setting, which means that I'm not guaranteed to give that person my number at the end of the situation, whatever the case may be. I appreciate honesty. I appreciate openness. I appreciate it happening up front because I can then make my decision. You know, I am a single 39-year-old woman who... I'm big having. I have my pick of the litter out here in the world. So if I decide to fuck with you, it really has everything to do with your delivery.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Like, just shoot your fucking shot. Because I'm not out here searching for men. I'm not approaching men. I'm not trying to date men. I'm not asking for men to holler at me. I'm not giving my number out. So if it's up to me, I am single and my phone doesn't ring. It really depends on who's approaching me, whether or not I decide to entertain it. And 9 times out of 10, I probably will, because I'm not entertaining much else.
Detail, like what do you like when a guy approach you? Like what type of approach
I like
do you
confidence. I like a really big smile. I like
she keeps saying,
good
like,
hygiene.
But my approach for you would be different than my approach to her, because you're more soft and timid. So my approach to you would be more softer. Even if I'm saying the same things, my approach would be way more softer, way more like leaning into you. Where my approach from you would kind of be a little bit harder, a little bit more back home. You know, I might have to snatch your ass up or something. I don't know.
Is they take trips.
She's not gonna respect a nice and timid.
No. Listen,
you gotta grab a motherfucker by the neck.
I was a club promoter. I was a drug dealer back in my day. Like, you gotta come at me dead ass.
But that's what I mean. Like,
you know, you can't.
You're gonna have to grab you by the neck.
And I don't know. I feel like that
for sure.
I don't have a small roster in regards to like intelligence.
Gotta let you go, baby.
Leave me a smart man.
I gotta build myself up and talk to you.
Yeah. You gotta be a college graduate for sure.
Just shut the fuck up and listen. Shut the fuck up and listen. I don't want to be mean, but I gotta be mean because you're not gonna listen to me if I be nice to you. So guess what I gotta do? I gotta call you bitch and do all this other stupid shit. But in my heart, I want to do this. But if I don't do this, then you're not gonna respect me.
Can I please don't do
So I gotta be this aggressive dumbass guy because you're gonna run me over if I don't.
My best friend's a Scorpio.
Thank you. Can I just say that makes a difference? I'm a Scorpio. I'm an alpha female by astronomical.
It's a lot of energy though. God don't want to do it.
I feel like
because I'm from the East Coast, you can't handle that. That's not my fault.
You have a charger?
Yes.
Yeah, who needs a phone charger? It's not my fault. It's not my fault, and I'm not gonna dim myself down or dim.
No,
my
you shouldn't.
Listen. I got some boss ass. I'm okay.
That's fine.
If it's the right man.
Yeah, don't choke me when you approach me. Just
you can't handle it,
ask me my name. Please don't choke me.
Not that I'm not for you.
Don't choke me. And if you come aggressive, I'm not talking to you.
Exactly.
No, I don't like violent men. I love super sweet. I don't deal with aggression.
Approach me aggressively.
I can't take the aggression. Like, I don't argue. I'm very.
Liar.
Listen. So I have 8 siblings. I'm the oldest of 9, and a majority of my siblings are boys. I have a alpha female personality, and I'm masculine in settings that I need to be because I'm a boss and I handle my business and I work well within my profession, and it matches for me all over the board. But when I'm in love with somebody and I have a partnership, I am his piece. I am his feminine.
Oh, hell
and I don't need you to recognize that because you are not my partner. You're not my piece. You're not my type. You're nothing near anywhere that needs to understand that. Okay, I get ducked and tucked and fucked on the regular by a very peaceful person that I'm happy with.
Because he can't stand your mouth.
No, and he very much
he's gonna
stands
leave
for
her in the night because he's like, man, this motherfucker shut the fuck up. This nigga keep talking, I gotta go home. I gotta go home.
Because you got some weak timidness in you doesn't mean that there's not somebody else out there that like it. What was Pearl say? I know somebody like it.
I fuck with you though.
I know somebody like it.
I fuck with you though. I really do. I think you're a good woman though.
With me.
I think you're a good woman. I think you're a good time. I think you're a good time, but I think you just exhausting.
To you, because you can't handle it. You have a caliber that can't handle a certain amount. Because you're from Atlanta, fucking Georgia, and you live in San Diego.
See, this is what I like about you. I like the toxic shit.
Me and I'm not gonna come for
the toxic shit turns me on, though.
I need you to relax.
The toxic shit turns me on.
Don't come for me. I'm not gonna come for you.
Your toxic side turns me on, though.
You fucking with me now.
Your toxic side turns me on. But I just need a little bit of it.
I've been in California for 11 years. I'm a California girl now. You fucking with me. You bring it out the East Coast. I don't like it.
You gotta learn how to turn that shit off, though. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. Other than that, you a cold piece.
I've been turned that shit off, but you fucking with me.
You a cold piece. You a cold piece. If you just learn how to, you just gotta learn your limits. You gotta learn how to turn that motherfucker off.
You gotta learn your limits.
That's it.
You gotta learn your limits.
That's it.
Who's your bitch? Cause she ain't in this room. Relax.
I know. I don't have one. I have a wife.
That's a whole bitch. Nigga, not your bitch.
But I fuck with you though. I really do like you though. I really like you. I really do like you. I think a lot of guys will be attracted to you.
I don't care what you think, sir. But thank you
I know you don't,
for the unsolicited opinion of a timid man intimidated by a
Why you think I'm
big
timid?
dog ass bitch. Y'all are crazy.
That's funny. All right, well, that's it.
Hey, I do appreciate you for coming on because you made the night.
I'm done when he done.
Well.
Thank you so much. I love being here. Look, I talk all day.
Next time I'll be more,
I'm in my house. You want me to talk? You want me to talk more? Bring me out of it.
All right, so we got a mixer this Friday. Louisiana Purchase. Make sure y'all pull up. Yeah, the last one was fun.
Come since you're a tourist.
Exactly.
I will. My friends.
You see
Go ahead, plug in your events. Hello.
I will. I'll be there.
Good.
Yeah.
You see that softness? I like that.
I can get aggressive too, though. It's not the environment for me to be like that.
Don't try to mask the shit. Just be you.
I am me. That's why I've been sitting here doing the same thing the whole time.
I don't like that.
Now you want to come fuck with me? I didn't say nothing to you.
This is what he does. It's toxic masculinity.
I've been sitting here quiet,
he
acting
wants to
like
bring it out of you. He's gonna fuck with you and
just
poke you. He pokes the bag.
He's not gonna
He
get
wants
me
you to
like
growl,
nothing.
this nigga here.
You're right.
I'm
Let
good.
me get in my feminine bag.
I'm good.
Hey guys, let's plug our events.
No.
Hey, I do appreciate
You've got
you coming
events
on.
to plug in. Let's do that.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming on, man. You know, man,
Thank
you
you.
are funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You definitely need your own show though.
And have.
Her and Oprah.
I
I'm
know.
telling you,
Hey,
that'd
that'd
be
be
hard.
good. Hey, you fuck this podcast. You
They
do
might
your
fight,
own
though,
shit.
after a while, though.
Yeah,
They
y'all,
might
cause
fight.
y'all gotta.
Because Oprah, see, at least
She
she would
good,
take. But Chanel took breaks. She took breaks.
She did.
Chanel?
Definitely
break.
gave you.
Huh?
Don't play with me, boy. I got you plenty of
Oh, I
time to
thought you
talk.
talking
Shut
about
the fuck up, me. I shut the fuck up.
She took a couple breaks.
Thank you.
Oprah didn't take no breaks at all. What are you talking about?
You're right.
Oprah didn't take no breaks.
I do not want the floor the whole time.
Oh no, she wanted the floor the whole time.
I
Oprah
don't.
was like,
I care to hear
I
what
was
we're
like,
talking
goddamn,
about,
Oprah.
so I can debate you back.
I fuck with her. I like
passion.
Oprah too. Though. I like
couldn't say
Oprah.
2 words.
I like
Oprah was
Oprah.
like, honey. I'm like, wait, what?
I like
Come
Oprah.
on, not
though.
too
Oprah
much,
was
Eric.
cool,
She's
though.
not here to defend herself, you guys.
She was
We're on
cool.
air.
I like Oprah. I like her. Well, I love her opinion. Her opinion was pretty. It was on point. She just talked too much.
You think everybody talk too much? They got something to say to you.
She didn't say nothing to me.
You talk too much.
I do. I do.
All right.
Hey, do I do
Thank you
appreciate
guys for having me,
I do
though. This was
appreciate
a
you
wonderful
coming
show.
on. I do appreciate you guys for coming on. We'll get you back on.
I definitely had fun.
Terrell, appreciate you for coming on. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
You know, and
No,
adding your opinion.
A lot of stuff going
At the
on.
last minute, we do appreciate you.
But anything else you guys want to your Instagram? You want to add your Instagram before we head out here?
First, I'd like to say I have the address here, so
Yeah.
I may be big, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh shit!
And secondly, yes, please follow me on all
Don't burn
social
nothing
media.
No, I'm saying, I was gonna leave gracefully out this motherfucker. I will no problems.
She already said
I'm sorry.
good at it.
Everything I said.
she's good at
Everything I said. I'm sorry.
No, she said allegedly.
Allegedly.
And please follow me on social media. My name is Chanel Simone. That's CHANELLE. The brand with an extra L and an E on the end is Simone, SIMONE. I am on YouTube. I'm on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram. We do not fuck with Twitter, so get off of Twitter. And stay tuned.
Shout out to Grandma.
Shout out to my Nana,
shout out to
who was
Grandma.
here this evening and participated in a lot of our chats. Thank you so much, Nana,
Hey, Grandma look
for
kinda
tapping
cute,
in.
too.
She was here.
wow.
Yes, look at her, giving her opinion there. Be married in the first place. Now there's a baby in the picture talking about Cassie because she hip. Thanks, Nana, for
Hell yeah.
tuning in. We love you so much.
My friends, I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. We'll see you guys in a week and a half, bi-weekly. See you our next one, man. We out, baby.
Vote for Chanel Simone to come back.
Hey.